don't ever go to a strip club right when they open. One of the worst decisions we've ever made. You think you get to a strip club right when they open and you're the first people there? No, there was a big fat guy in the corner who never left. I don't know why you seem like such a Kelly Clarkson guy.
I am a Kelly Clarkson guy. If you don't like Kelly Clarkson, honestly, f*** you. And that's to everybody in the chat. If you don't like Kelly Clarkson, f*** you. I'm not calling you a slur by saying you love Sam Laporta. It's okay. You love Sam Laporta. Say you love Sam Laporta. Say it.
I like Sam Laporta tonight.
No, say you love him.
I like Sam Laporta.
No, say you love him, dude.
I don't love Sam Laporta.
But 18 and 19 is good enough for the Florida Gators, as long as you're a young, cool guy who gets top 10 recruiting classes every year, and you lose games to Georgia Southern and South Florida. I hate this guy.
You think I have a model?
You don't have a model. You've never talked.
You are being serious. You think I have a model?
You thought about having a model?
No. Gain check. Kenneth Gainwell check. How we doing? I already see so much bitching in the chat. Like I knew it was coming. Did you see the bitching? Did you see
about the old song? That was the first thing. That second song bangs. I don't care what anybody says. That second song bangs.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now what I'm already observing from this. The chat comes in way too hard. There you go. You see you. There's no way you're keeping up with this chat. Which
no shot. I honestly, dude, my head's in like a flurry.
Yeah, I can't wait. You're not going to keep up with this chat, which is great. But I just want to focus on the song for a second. We did not make a big stink about bringing the song over because I knew we'd find another good song. We went back to the pool of options. We found that song. You and I both agreed that song's a banger.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, I understand people don't like change, but I think we're going to give this song a couple more days, and everybody that's saying they want the old song back is going to love this new song. That's my prediction. Do you agree or disagree?
100% agree.
Okay.
100% agree.
That's a banger. Well, good morning. I see we got a hype train. We got subs coming in left and right. We got people. I can't even keep up with the chat.
There's no way I can keep up, but Joey Dumps just gave out 25, and then Time of J just gave out 10.
That's 35 subs. Listen, if you or I give out subs, we have to make sure we identify the OGs that have been rocking with us, the fake sharps, formerly the degenerate, on our Twitch page for over 3 years. That's right. 3 years. We have 36, 37, 38, 8-month subscribers. If we see you guys in here on our new platform on the Bookit Sports Twitch, well, not even YouTube, but the Twitch channel, we will be sure to try to make sure you guys get some subscriptions.
Yeah, I'll be doing that today once my brain relaxes from how many comments are popping up on the screen.
Whoa. Did you hear that?
What was that?
I don't know. Did you hear that?
Ash Cow Kai gave out 5 sub banks. Total Slayer, Big W, 5 sub banks.
This is cool for you because you didn't get to see the subs. You'd never seen the activity. This is your first time seeing the Twitch mainframe.
It's probably not a good idea, man. I'm not even going to be able to talk sports. I'll just be up here watching the sub.
You are like overly stimulated right now with what's going on, aren't you?
My ADD is going insane. I need some drugs.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Trent's plug. By the way, I just realized. So everybody that's here, by the way, thank you first and foremost. But you're gonna have to bear with us a little bit because everything that we're looking at right now, even though it's the same websites, it looks so much different. Mm-hmm. So even like when we go to screen share, what's up, Rav? Good morning. When we go to screen share, when we go to pull up anything, I mean, we're gonna have Pickett on the screen. We're gonna still reference our old websites and everything like that. But it's gonna take us a minute to go back and forth. So again, please just bear with us. And we appreciate it. Steak, are you a hockey guy now, by the way?
Oh my God. I mean, first of all, I feel like you owe me like to explain things to me. I didn't know that Lightning Bruins game was at Ray J.
Okay. To be totally honest with you. Oh, I just pulled a steakism, by the way.
Yeah.
I forgot until I put it on TV.
Oh my God. That was so cool.
Would you have gone to that?
What? Would I have gone to that? Probably, yeah, I would have liked to. It was really cold, man. Like if 20 degrees in Florida is like negative degrees for everybody else for the rest of the country, when it's 20 degrees in Florida, people start acting as dumb as possible.
Yeah. Well, I thought there was actually even rumors that there was going to be snow in Tampa. this weekend. Did you hear that?
Yeah, 20 degrees. I mean, why not? Why couldn't there be snow?
All right, you want to get into the conspiracy theory world. Talk about big weather, setting that up perfectly. Some snow outdoor for Tampa. I didn't know the NHL could pull those kinds of strings. I couldn't believe it when I turned on the TV and saw people wearing beanies and shit in Tampa. What's up, little shoot 'em up? It's freezing in Fort Lauderdale. Is it still really cold?
It was in the 20s when I woke up this morning in Orlando.
Listen, man, by the way, we have subs coming out left and right. Handyman, Tinlin, Chipper, Total Slayer, Time of J. You already talked about that one. Big Bubs. Tim just gave out 5. Love it. At this rate, I think everybody that's in here is probably going to have a subscription.
Yeah, but if you don't, let us know. And once I calm down, we're gonna make it happen. We're at hype train level 10.
Hype train level 10 already?
I've never seen that before.
We've never gotten that on our channel, at least. I think we've gotten up to a 6 or 7 though.
Yeah, but there's no way you just said 6, 7, 9 minutes.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You did it. You did it.
No, stop that. Stop that. You don't have to call out when I say 6, 7. You don't have to.
You don't have to say 6, 7.
Yes, you do. Everybody can say 6, 7. It's been totally fine for literally the entire existence of life until now. Stop doing that. Stop.
That's gaslighting. What you're doing is gaslighting. You said 6, 7, but you're blaming me.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Have you ever seen anything more than a 6 or 7 level hype train on our channel?
I'm begging you to stop.
Just answer the fucking question. Have you ever seen it?
I guess not. Are you happy?
Yes, I am. I'm a lot happier now.
My daughter's hyped. That you
Yeah, I bet she is. So usually, Snowman, if you're in here, Snowman loves the recaps. Usually on Mondays we recap. But this is the first Monday, funny enough, the first show on Book It, and we don't have any football to recap. So we really got to dig deep and get creative for how we're going to entertain some new viewers of ours and how we shoot the shit and what we can talk about today in the sports world. So it should be pretty interesting. I do believe that Trent is going to join us later today. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can't wait to ask him about how he feels about you texting him at 6:45 in the morning local time.
Okay, wait. Why do you have such an issue with that?
I feel like that's kind of crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Is it crazy to text someone at 6:45 in the morning their time?
No. Why is that crazy?
No, I didn't say Jeff, is it crazy? I said chat, is it crazy?
Everybody's saying yes. But hold on. You have such a wrong interpretation. What do you expect to happen when I text someone that I'm expecting a response?
No, I just think it's really crazy. You do it all the time because I'm obviously in all these group chats with you. You do it all the time. You do it to our boy Parker, who works for Pickett. He's in California.
So I understand that.
You text Parker at 3:45 in the morning.
But what is the problem that you have with that?
I just feel like it's absolutely insane.
But why?
I don't know. It feels crazy to text someone before 8 in the morning.
So this is what you think. You think when I text someone that text message is going to go, "Hey, I know you're sleeping right now, but
Isn't there a chance that happens?
Whose fault is that?
Does every single person have their phone on Do Not Disturb?
Absolutely. If you don't sleep with your phone on silent, you are a psychopath and you deserve it. So
I would argue you're a psychopath if you text someone at 6:45 in the morning.
What are you talking about? This is where you go from not being an unk to being a millennial and being, honestly, maybe even being Gen Z. You're telling yourself that, oh, I'm up at 6:45. I'd like to say something to somebody via text message, but I don't want to wake them up. That's what you're worried about because they might have their phone not on silent. That's what you're worried about. You're always worried about it. You need to just fucking do shit. They are going to get that message delivered silently. If they wake up at 9 o'clock, 2 or 3 hours later, they're going to read it.
I'm very excited to see what Trent says about this. Well, did he even respond to you? It's 10:12 our time. Has he responded to you?
No, but that's not the point. That's not
a lot
the
of the chat agrees with you, man.
Your opinion on this is horrible. So let me just ask you something. You wake up. It's 6:30, 6:45. Your brain's going. You're getting your juices up. Your heart rate's up. Your brain is starting to activate, and you have some thoughts, right?
Yes.
You think to yourself, "Oh, I need to tell Joey Dumps. I need to tell Time of J. I need to tell Gooch something about the stream. Oh, but it's really early for them. Let me go ahead and just make a note of it, and then I'll send it to them in 2 hours when they might be awake." That's how you think?
There's certain people there's just subs going crazy. There's certain people I would and wouldn't text at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's great.
You're pretty much one of the only people I would text that early, to be honest. And then Joey Dumps.
but it's okay if they're not awake. They'll get the message later. The message sits there.
Seems like Chad agrees with you. I thought I was going to run away with this one, to be completely honest.
No, it's a horrible take. I actually, though, for what it's worth, I thought you would too, because I would assume most people are going to be like, hell no, nobody's up at that time. Don't send me.
I thought I was going to win this one. I'm 0-1. I'm 0-1 against you on the Bookit channel. It looks like.
Love that.
5 subs. Danny 5 subs. Ball Talk sub. I mean, I can't even keep up.
How many subs do we know? Do you guys? It's a Hype Train level 11. I've never seen that before. Again, just on our channels. I'm sure Bookit has had crazy Hype Trains. DGen wins, man. Thank you very much. Yep, I'm with Steak. You would be with Steak. Get your ass up. Thank you, Jeff and YouTube. The text later feature on iPhone is so underrated. The text later feature. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing. That's the stupidest feature I've ever heard
of that in my life.
Yeah. Hawk leaves me on ice. I don't know what that means. Unk changes channel, still no producer. Trent, are you ashamed of TCU hoops? What happened to TCU hoops?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll talk about it. But we are going to we're gonna have Trent on, and when we have Trent on, we've got the Trent-isms and the Bookit lingo that we want to run by him, and we're gonna do a ratings, which I think will be pretty fun. Oh, skullfuck by Colorado. Ooh, that's not good. That's really not good. It was always the bounce back Colorado game after they got skullfucked by Iowa State. What happened? No, there's no redeem hangman in here, but we will make it up to you once we get situated. I mean, there's shit going on. You know what this is? Actually, our first day on Bookit. This is Jonathan Gannon when he met up with Rondale Moore, and he was like, pew, 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 talking about fireworks. When I look at the screen or when I look at the chat over here, it's just shit going on left and right, and I can't even pay attention to it.
We often joke about me closing the chat to pay attention to you, but I may actually have to close the chat to pay attention to you today.
I think I'm going to do it.
I haven't heard a word you said in the last 15 minutes. I didn't hear one thing you said.
Yeah, that's good. You didn't want to hear anything because I won our first debate. I want to know. We should have somebody. Somebody asked if we have a producer. No, but we do have some help. Which is great. But if Goots is in here or anybody's in here, I think we can dedicate somebody to at least keeping a tally on who wins between you and I in the debates. We didn't have to run an official poll. Although now that I think about it, I think since we're in the mainframe of Twitch, I could run a poll if I wanted to. I'll ask the higher ups once we get off our first show. All right, but wait, in all seriousness, that was a great hockey game last night, and there was a reason that we followed that game. Aside from it being Bruins Lightning and aside from it being in Ray J in a stadium series, another Sunday Steak special hits.
Another Sunday Steak special. We're on fire.
This is by far the hottest. Not you. I mean, you've been way hotter in the NBA. But this is the hottest I've been in anything. Now it's collectively because you haven't sold. I want to glaze you for a second in front of everybody. We got 225 on Twitch, which is awesome.
Glaze me, dude.
I want to glaze you right now in front of every single person in here. I don't think Steak has gotten a bet wrong since we've been doing the Sunday Steak special, which our record is 6-5. So that math adds up to 11 parlays we've done. Tell me you got one. Okay, you pushed one. No, you lost one. BYU.
Oh yeah, I'm 9-1-1. You're right. Good.
That's
call.
Insane. That is insane.
I'm putting on for us.
Now, if anybody's wondering, we are tracking these on Twitter. They're very fun. If you guys are tailing, great. Please do so responsibly. But if you look at the tally, the 2 leg parlays we typically do are anywhere from like, I don't know, they could be plus 230, plus 240, up to plus 300. But we did the touchdown one on conference championship weekend, which definitely boosted the dollar amount because that paid 630, I think, which was awesome. You were Kenneth Walker, which was always free. I think he was the first touchdown of the game, and I was Drake May. But yeah, Stakes NBA plays, it's unbelievable. Like, it actually puts pressure on me because I know whatever you do, you're going to rip something off and fucking hand it in, and it's going to grade out as an A. And I'm like in the lab, and I'm actually cooking. Like, I'm full on cooking. I got the Petri dishes out and all kinds of shit because I don't want to let you down. I don't even give a fuck about anybody else right now. I don't want to let you down because your win rate is so high. I
appreciate that. Also, we got to give it up. We did what city did we do 2 days ago?
We just did Boston, and then before that we did why am I blanking? Not Nashville. The Predators sold, but it was right after
Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. Word to Bookit Sports.
Are you doing that on purpose?
No, but it's pretty awesome how it works out. I picked first yesterday, and then you picked Boston. How could I be doing it on purpose? I picked Celtics, then you picked.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Short hockey board too, which is so annoying because we got the Olympics around the corner. The fucking NHL is going to take 2.5 weeks off, which is so stupid. I know we have got a difference of opinion on some people. Russell Ringrose, if you're in here, thinks that it's just the greatest thing ever. USA playing Canada, which I don't disagree with, but I think the NHL stopping the season for 2.5, 3 weeks for this is so stupid. But we don't have to bitch about the Olympics on our first day. There is some football things. There are some football things to talk about. And even though it's not games, and chat, we did go through some Super Bowl props for the first time on our show before we came over to Book It. If you weren't with us before, I've got a notebook right over here. I can actually count 1, 2, 3. I have eight bets so far, 8 props that I like. And I'm going to tell you on Marcus Jones. You never clipped your Marcus Jones take. You better fucking do that.
Yeah, now I have to remember what day we talked about that. Well,
great.
Anyone who's new, Marcus Jones, Super Bowl MVP. You heard it here first.
Great sell job. Great sell job. I would say I'm starting to lean in more and more and more on the Patriots being fake sharp.
Okay.
And I think I don't think you're going to waver.
I don't think I'm going to waver now.
Yeah, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to go head to head, which should be fun, especially if we're in Dallas, boots on ground at the party. I'm going to make sure to rub it in your face. As much as I've loved riding Drake May this entire playoffs, he's not showing up to Santa Clara and looking like a Super Bowl MVP. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Let me ask you a question about the party. Given that I know we met a lot of them pick it at the park, but given that you're going to meet a lot of people for the first time that we're working with, how drunk are you going to get at the party on a scale of 1 to 10?
The amount of people that I'm meeting that we're going to work with is irrelevant. And that's no disrespect to those people, but it's actually because I am at this stage of my life where I just don't want to get hungover. I don't want to get hungover.
So what's the number?
I would say I'm going to do my best to be a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for too. I think because it's the Super Bowl, I may end up being an 8, but I'm going to go for a 7.
Yeah, because you, at the same time, as much of a tank as you are, you don't say no. So yeah, if there's going to be those shot people, and I think that we've gotten to a point in life where there used to be a time when somebody coming up and getting you shots was like, oh, thank you. Like, that's really nice of you to do. Just bring me the shot of tequila, the shot of whiskey without me having to ask. Not only did you pay for it, but you went out of your way to go to the bar, fucking get down the bartender. Maybe it was packed. You fought the crowd. You brought it to us. Like, that's really nice. Now I could not be further opposite of if somebody brings me a shot, I almost politely want to smack it out of their hand and say, please don't bring me another fucking shot for the rest of the night. That's
Remember yelling at that guy in Jacksonville who kept bringing green tea shots? At the end, we were like, bro, I swear to God, if you bring us another green tea shot, we're fighting. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to fight you if you bring me another green tea shot.
Yeah, please, no shots. So this is what I'm going to do. It's always a battle. When you have a long day of events and you are going to drink, it's always a battle of like, how do you get to that cruising altitude you maintain without getting too high or too low? Because I do get sleepy, right? Gonna need those espressos. Maybe a cig. I don't know. We'll see. Probably. I don't know if this isn't my channel, or our channel, so I don't want to reveal too much. But I'm going to try. To not drink too much at this party. Is that what you're telling yourself?
Not necessarily.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You and I are not the same going into it.
We're not the same. I'm definitely not telling myself I'm not going to be drinking that much. It's not what my head's saying.
I'll do this. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Do you believe in the saying beer before liquor, never sicker, or liquor before beer, you're in the clear? Okay.
Not at all. It means nothing to me.
I'm going to start with 2 light beers.
Beer.
That's what I'm going to start with.
Beer before liquor, never sicker?
Yeah.
So you're going to start with light beer. So you don't believe in it either?
No, I don't. I agree with you. I don't believe in it.
That's all hogwash. That's hogwash.
I agree. So I'm going 2 light beers. And what I'll do after those light beers is I will take 1 shot of tequila. What are you doing? Like, what are you looking for the sky for?
That just made me so happy. I just looked up and think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like you just hit a home run and you got the home plate. I'll do a shot of tequila. Then I'm going to sip on a cocktail and I'm going to milk this cocktail. Absolutely milk it. My thought process is I will have 3 cocktails and 1 more shot of tequila. This is my game plan.
Okay.
So 5 drinks, 2 shots, and an entire night, an entire Super Bowl party. Does that sound good or does that sound like too little?
Sounds like little, but it sounds good for you. For me, it's not going to be enough.
You're gonna vodka diet? Yeah, Time of J knows ball. Actually,
of course it is.
It's got to be clear. Jefferson says that's weak. How are you already planning on what you were drinking? Wild behavior. No, this is what happens when you get old.
Yeah. This is what happens when you
get old. This is what happens when you get old.
Pretty much exactly what you do when you get old.
Give that man some car keys. Having a drink game plan going into a Super Bowl party is such an unk move. Listen.
Yeah, it is an unk move. We're owning up to it. It's 100% an unk move.
Yeah.
No 22-year-old kid does that.
Somebody said, will I beat traffic to leave the third quarter? No. Leave in the third quarter to beat traffic? No. If I'm not going to the sporting event, I'm not worried about beating traffic at all.
I would be so angry.
DJ even got the nighttime piss planned already. Yeah, see, Esto G knows ball. Yeah, man, you got a game plan. Acid reflux is a thing, dog. This guy knows ball. This guy knows ball. The tums will be jingling in my freaking pocket. You'll be able to hear it. It's Monday, gang. Relax. Yep. Okay. I don't know what that means. Are you running on the treadmill during the first quarter? Hovey with a hilarious comment. No, that's only for Thanksgiving. I don't know how many carbs I'm going to consume. Okay, but aside from the Super Bowl, which I'm very much looking forward to attending the party, is anybody in here going? Because I realize, I mean, this is like an open to the public thing, but I think you have to RSVP. There's going to be giveaways and everything, from what I understand. So it sounds like a pretty good time. Going to be popping tums like Milk Duds, Auto Gelato, Nose Ball. We'll have a whole buffet, tons of carbs. Okay, maybe I do. I'm working out that morning. Are you going to go to the gym with me?
I'd like to work out too. I'm pretty sure, if I saw this correctly, the whole Bookit Squad's on a diet. I know Trent and Krabs are.
I saw somebody make a Trent is on Ozempic joke, and I didn't really know what that meant. And I didn't know if that meant is Trent actually losing weight, but I don't think I've seen anything about that. I saw that Krabs is tracking his weight loss, which he's doing pretty good. I was on a bit of a diet until the weekend kind of derailed me. I'll just be real with you.
Yeah, that happens to you a lot. I've been sticking with it so far, but I have more to lose than you, so I'm not going like cheat on the weekends. Because if I do that, man, I'm done. If I don't go, I'm all or nothing. If I go a little bit cheating, all of a sudden I'm eating fast food and ice cream and everything for the next 3-4 days. I can't do it, man.
Yeah. So we went to my wife and I went to a friend's, Greg's wife's birthday, which was like at 3:00, which is really good time when you get.
I bet you'd say that.
Why?
3:00 party is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I fucking rocks. You're done by like 7, 8. But I'll tell you what, my wife and I, we get back to home and we're like, let's go to the bar. Let's have one more drink. But the problem is when you eat at a party around that time, you don't really know what to do for dinner, because it's like, you're not going to go to dinner. You're not really going to order dinner. You already ate, but you're like kind of hungry. So we went to I know people hate using this term, but they are real things. Bodegas, right? We went to the bodega. Now, the great thing about a bodega is they've got coolers and freezers. All right. So the freezer has like frozen foods. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got something I haven't had in probably 20 years. You want to guess what it was?
Something you haven't had in 20 years, frozen food. Totino's pizza rolls.
Not a bad guess. You're really warm. Do you want to guess one more time?
Bagel bites.
A really good guess. Do you want to guess one more time?
I sure don't.
Shook and Book got it right. I got a fucking Hot Pocket.
Oh, damn. How did I not say Hot
I don't know. That was a square answer. A Hot Pocket was a square answer. Dude, I had a Hot Pocket for like the first time in 20 years. Like just one, the Hot Pocket.
Did it burn the roof of your mouth?
Close. A pro move. Cut it open, let the steam out, squeeze it a few times.
What'd you do? One of these?
Squeeze it a few times. Yep, like a crab. Squeeze it a few times. Get the steam out. Let it cool. That, I will tell you this. I have been very outspoken about how things have gone downhill, like Gatorade. I can't drink Gatorade. It used to be so much better when I was young. It's terrible now.
Awful.
I was actually kind of impressed. The quality of the Hot Pocket has not dipped that much.
Yeah.
Did you ever eat Hot Pockets?
I hear that too.
Did you ever eat Hot Pockets growing up?
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
More like not growing up, but more like as like in my early 20s.
Yeah. Okay. My mom, bless her heart, not the best cook. So we were very accustomed to frozen foods, like the little crystal sliders, Hot Pockets, pizza rolls, bagel bites. Love all that shit. My mom was a big like sloppy Joe maker. You ever had sloppy Joes?
Absolutely.
Pretty good time. But anyways, this is absolutely nowhere of what we were going to talk about when I said we were going to start talking about some football. How did we end up here?
I don't know, but have you seen what's going on with my Minnesota Vikings?
No, what is going on with your Minnesota Vikings?
So obviously they fired the GM. I'm totally fine with it. I think we all agree. Like the JJ McCarthy thing was a gamble. I supported the gamble. It obviously didn't work out because JJ McCarthy is a meme, and Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl. But you see now they're saying part of the reason he got fired was because he took 2 weeks maternity leave when his child was born.
Okay.
Is that not the dumbest scapegoat thing you've ever heard? Like, why can't you just say he got fired because he let go of a quarterback who went 14-3 and is now in the Super Bowl, and he decided to roll with a guy like JJ McCarthy? Like, why do the stories come out like that? He traded down to draft Lewis Seen when Kyle Hamilton was available.
I didn't know that until I saw somebody call him out and expose him for his track record of draft picks the other day. Just so you know, in my world, whether it's friends or my clients hearing in the professional setting, I hear about this happening a lot where actually we probably shouldn't dive into this conversation too much. I get what you're saying. Somebody is bringing up to try to make it look like he was a scapegoat and he's getting fired for a bullshit reason when it's clear as day that he just wasn't good at his job, right?
Correct. If the Seahawks GM took 2 weeks maternity leave, do you think you'd hear about it, or anyone would care, or he'd lose his job?
No. Do you remember on our show when you and I discovered the difference between paternity and maternity leave?
Yeah, it feels like it's one of those ones that's so easy you can't believe it's so easy. Ma is dad and Ma is mom, right?
Yeah. So hold on. So I saw this guy's track record of his draft picks. I could not believe how there were guys on here. Andrew Booth.
Yeah, bad one.
I thought that Andrew Booth, if you told me who is Andrew Booth, I feel like it sounds like a guy who assassinated a president like 80 years ago. I never heard of Andrew Booth, a football player. Lewis Seen, I've never heard in my entire life. Where did this guy even come from?
Georgia.
That is John Wilkes Booth. Thank you, Snowman. Okay, so he came from Georgia. Did he kill Abe Lincoln? Yeah, exactly. I looked at the list of guys, and there were 4 screenshots, and I thought the Bills GM was bad. I didn't realize this whole time that the Vikings GM was this pathetic at drafting players. But Steak, here's my question. How do the Vikings have such a good roster? Does he do something right? He must trade well.
Free agency.
So he does really well with free agents.
Yeah, Van Ginkel.
Where did he come from?
The Dolphins, great pickup, and they got him for cheap. And then you got to remember, they let Danielle Hunter go because he wanted too much money, and immediately got Jonathan Grenard, who's also really good. Aaron Jones, solid pickup from the Packers. I'm not saying he's anything special, but he's solid. Jordan Mason from the Niners, those are all free agent signings that are solid. They did draft Jordan Addison, and I forget if they traded for Hawkinson or signed him, but Jordan Addison isn't even he's kind of an idiot. He's already gotten in legal trouble 2 times. He shows glimpses of being really good, but I wouldn't call him a home run draft pick by any means.
No, I don't think so either. Also, that doesn't really get talked about. His trade for TJ Hawkinson.
The timing of it, it's that we definitely got the most washed up version of TJ Hawkinson.
And this is what happens again. I hate when teams get players or coaches within the division. I think that's so weird, but I thought that was going to be a good move. Is his best draft pick Harrison Barnes? Or Harrison Smith? Not Harrison Barnes. Sorry. No, he wasn't around for Harrison Smith, was he?
Definitely not. There's no way.
Well, I know Justin Jefferson, but let's be honest. The guy who's the guy of the Vikings. Sorry, I don't know how I said Harrison Barnes. I told you I'm frazzled today.
I just funny you don't even say Justin Jefferson.
Well, that's an obvious one. But I'm really to dig deep, value in the guy who produced and was there for as long as Harrison Smith was there his entire career.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Harrison Smith has been in the NFL so long. He was probably drafted when Rav was 8 years old.
Yeah, now that I think about that, there's no way that that this current, or I guess the previous Vikings GM that just got fired was there to draft him.
0% chance. He might have been literally in his 20s. Harrison Smith might be older than him.
Wait a minute. He didn't draft Justin Jefferson either?
No,
so who did this guy draft?
Nobody. Jordan Addison, I told you.
That's it.
I mean, I'm trying to. There's Donovan Jackson. If you care about that, he's an offensive lineman.
I don't even know who that is.
Offensive lineman from Ohio State.
Vikings. Yeah, I remember this. Jalen Reagor, right? Didn't they draft Jalen Reagor ahead of him?
I think it was Jalen Reagor. Yeah.
Van Ginkel. Yeah, no, we talked about that. Didn't draft him. Yep, did not draft him. Will the Thrill. Smith was 2012. Holy shit. Yeah, NASCAR, 2 hours, 10 to 12. The kid that passed from Oregon, don't remember that.
Well, there's a guy from TCU they drafted that passed away. Oh, there's 2 guys. The Vikings drafted 2 guys that passed away.
Didn't they draft a cornerback from UCF and he ended up getting arrested? Or did something happen to him?
I don't know. No, he made a comeback. He plays. Gladney's the one, and then Kyrie Jackson. Yeah.
What happened to Gladney?
Both passed away.
Gladney passed away. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember all that. You poached a GM from the Browns that should tell you all you need to know about Kwesi. That's where he's from?
I believe so, yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, what about some new hirings? Did every vacancy get filled?
Unless I'm missing one, I believe every vacancy is now filled.
So you told me this yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. The Raiders hired Clint Kubiak?
Yeah, just can't be official. It can't be finalized till after the Super Bowl, but yes.
This feels like a home run.
Yeah, it feels like a home run to me too.
This is a great question. When I was in high school, it was 5-1. And that's when I could no longer play linebacker and I had to play defensive line. Right now,
he said 40 time, not what is your height.
Very funny. Very funny. I am a proud 5'8"sman. Thank you very much. Because most 5'8" people lie and tell you they're 5'9". Yeah. I don't know what my 40 time was. Who do you think's faster between us, by the way? Ooh. I know you're bigger than me, but
I think it's me, but I don't know. I want to say me. I just can't get over what I saw you do against Beeve in basketball. I wouldn't have been so confident before that.
Wait. You got to stop putting so much stock into that. You don't know what one-on-one basketball is like. Did you play one-on-one?
Yes,
no, you don't. No, you don't. Yes. Did you play one-on-one? I didn't see it.
I'll play Beeve this trip if you want, just to show you that it's not. You shouldn't be that exhausted that quick. That's all I'm saying. He'll still beat my ass. Don't get me wrong, but you shouldn't be that exhausted that quick.
Well, we're talking about a fucking 40 time.
Yeah, I know it's true.
The stamina of playing a basketball game.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Call me Unc, but I have to stretch first.
Yeah. Okay, I bet you do. So also, you got to see me fail, so you could pick up a lot of lessons and learn some things from that. I went into that the night before. We drank and I smoked cigarettes. I had no idea what I was really getting myself into until I played 3 points and I realized I was about to die.
So should you think we should race in Dallas?
I'm not entirely sure that you're going to be faster than me.
Should we race?
I don't know, because you said you raced your daughter and you almost pulled a hamstring. I'm not walking around Dallas with you with a pulled hamstring. I'll tell you that right now.
That's why I have to stretch. I didn't stretch before racing my daughter. I smoked her though, dude. I smoked her.
I'm still worried about you hurting yourself.
That sounds like a cop out. Like you're saying you're worried about me, but you're really worried about you.
I'm not worried about me. I'm actually pretty quick. Not one-on-one. I can't run around Beef. He's got an insane wingspan. Regardless, you would have gotten your fucking ass kicked by Beef. Let's just be honest.
I think I would score more than 1 point.
3. You'd score 3 because you can shoot.
I have more of an offensive bag than you.
You can shoot. That's all you can do. You can shoot. I can lay up beautifully on an unopened rim, on an unguarded rim. I can put the ball between my legs and lay up.
All right. Well, all I'm saying is if you want to race, we could do it.
I do actually want to race. Yeah. Okay. 3-cone drill. No, I don't really want to go laterally, because that's where, like, my left knee still hurts from playing Beef. I haven't gotten an MRI. I'm holding out. What for? I don't really know. But there's a good chance that I have a torn meniscus. And if you just run straight, you're fine. But if you go left and right, you're fucked. Kevin D says, can we get odds on Profit X? Yeah, actually. Yeah. What's up, Guru Griff? How we doing? You guys should do an NFL combine. That would be pretty fun. What else is there in an NFL combine?
Oh, vertical.
Oh, God.
My vertical might be 10 inches. Too.
I don't know if mine's much better. You probably got me on the Wonderlick.
Wonderlick.
I actually think you'd get me there. You'd get me with a Wonderlick. You're like sneaky smart.
Wonderlick would be fun. Bench press would be fun. A lot of those would not be fun, though.
If we've already talked about this, you would bench more than first day on Bookit Sports. We're talking about who benches more. That's hilarious. There's got to be people watching this. These guys are fucking douchebags. Wait, no, this actually sounds fun. We could do a full-on fake sharp combine.
Yeah.
Should we do it Sunday? Great. Should we do it Sunday morning? No. We can't do it Sunday morning before the Super Bowl. Can we? You're reading the chat too much. You're reading the chat too much.
It's tough.
I got a 3-second fucking delay when I'm talking to you, like I'm watching a goddamn fucking sporting event on YouTube TV.
I'm speaking of which, how annoying is that?
I'm going to start calling you YouTube TV and listen to you. You just said that delay is annoying. That's what I got with you right now.
I won the poll 31-3, so we're going to go ahead and call the score now. It's
whoa. What fucking poll?
Somebody ran a poll. We got mods in here, dude.
35-4. I'm trying to vote Jeff. It says something went wrong. That's bullshit.
Something did go wrong.
That's bullshit. Bullshit. I'm trying to vote Jeff, and it's saying something went wrong. It's 40-5. There's no way 40 people think you're faster than me. There's no way.
1-1. Don't boo.
Now it's 43-11. They've opened up the polls. I still can't vote for Jeff, by the way.
43-11.
40-yard dash. 43-11. Okay. Somebody already voted for you. All right. Well, I appreciate the 11 people that think that I'm faster than Steak. Also, you kind of know ball. But all right. I do think that putting together a combine between us would be very funny, but we do have to spend a lot of time stretching because neither of us can afford to get injured. Going back to the Clint Kubiak hire.
Yeah.
I saw Jovan post a tweet, and I don't really know what it means. I don't know how to bring it up, but it was a good tweet.
Is it about Genty?
Yeah. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah, it's about the run schemes that Kubiak runs. I mean, it's obvious that feels like whether it's Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet, they have a bunch of success running the ball. And I don't think anybody besides Krabs thinks Zach Charbonnet is any good at all.
No, I got that. But the actual video that he posted where it said Genty and Clint Kubiak's run schemes, and it was like a seal in the snow.
Let's see it.
Have you seen it?
Can you pull it up?
I mean, yeah, I don't know how to, I'm not logged into Twitter.
Oh, okay. So no, you can't pull it up.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but now that you say it, I don't know exactly what it meant.
Hold on.
I thought it meant a good thing. Very good thing.
Well, yeah, it does. It does. But I guess I don't really get how it means a good thing. I've never seen this before. All right, hold on. Genty and Kubiak run schemes.
Oh, yeah. I did see this.
Okay, well, what is that?
I mean, what would you say about that seal? I'd say that seal is exactly where it's supposed to be. Right?
The seal looks very content, but
Correct.
It's not moving.
It was home like Ashton Genty and Clint Kubiak's run schemes.
This was, I'll be honest, this was really good because like I didn't get it, but I knew there was something to get, and I never seen this used before.
You should have commented, what's this mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy because sometimes when you do that, people are going to be like, oh, you're trying to fucking act stupid on purpose. I'm just genuinely curious. I've never seen the seal in the snow looking content, and I've never seen it used for a sports reference. That's the first time you've seen that too.
That's the first time I've ever seen that, but it's funny. You brought up something funny. Doesn't it make you second guess yourself on Twitter when someone thinks you're being stupid on purpose and you're really just actually not understanding?
Yes.
It makes you second guess your entire life. Like, wow, I'm so stupid. This person thinks I'm doing it on purpose.
Yes. That seal is the new Raiders running back. I was just curious because I thought I knew this had to be a good thing. And it got so much traction. I'm like, all these people get it. And it's not hitting. It's not clicking with me right off the bat. You just said you don't even really know what it means.
Yeah. But no, I figured it out the second you showed it to me.
You did. Yeah. Okay. The seal is exactly where it's supposed to be. So Kubiak with Genty and Fernando Mendoza, we like this. Brock Bowers, they're going to need a receiver, but the Raiders are a team I'm still not going anywhere near. But I thought that was pretty good. Matt LaFleur's brother got hired.
Yeah.
Mike LaFleur got hired by the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
What has Mike LaFleur done?
So he is the OC for the Rams, which I feel like is a hilarious job to have. I always thought it was funny when people get like a lot of traction for being Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, and Devontae Adams offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And now you're going to go to a job where you might have Kyler Murray, you might have Jacoby Brissett, or you might have a new quarterback. God knows what the deal is with the running back rooms. I think both Connor and Trey Benson had season-ending injuries. I have no idea what to make of Marvin Harrison Jr. And then I think we can all agree now Trey McBride's the best tight end in the NFL, but not excited about that one at all. I am excited for Kubiak. I mean, there's a lot The Raiders need a lot, but if they hit on a couple free agent offensive linemen and defensive pieces in the draft, at least you can get excited about that. For me, I don't see much to get excited about with the Arizona Cardinals.
I don't really know that I do either. I kind of just think that they're hiring. I mean, this feels like a Zach Taylor move, doesn't it?
I mean, the guys getting hired being named Kubiak and LaFleur is so NFL.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, oh, if your last name is the same as a current NFL head coach and you've even just been in the same fucking room as Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan, like you should be good at this.
Yeah.
And just to go from whatever Matt LaFleur was doing to a head coach of one of 32 NFL teams is crazy to me.
Yeah, it is. And then did you see Dan Orlovsky's tweet about the Bills hiring Jim Leonard? And he was like, I would like to get somebody with head coaching experience on the staff. It's like, shut up, Dan. Shut up.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that move at all.
No, I love that move. Jim Leonard's awesome. It's an awesome move, but it's like, stop it. Stop recycling these guys. Stop recycling these guys that are trash everywhere they go. And you care, like, because they were a head coach somewhere 4 years ago and they went 4-13, you think that means they need to still have a job. It's just not like that anymore.
I don't know how Dan Orlovsky got popular doing this. Is he good? Do we like Dan Orlovsky? He's not the worst.
Not the worst.
Yeah.
He has bad takes, but he also has good takes. I don't think, like, if you want to shit on an ESPN personality, well, I don't know if we should do that on Bookit, but
no.
So but if you wanted to, he wouldn't be the one I'd pick.
Okay. All right. That's fair. There was another one I wanted to talk about. Hold on. So Matt LaFleur, head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, Kubiak with the Raiders. I probably should pull this up, but we have a new like tabs and windows that we have up for when I do share the screen for Pickett when we do go over the board. Oh, somebody asked. No. You just talked about a Bills reference. Did you see Joe Brady's press conference talking about how he missed the birth of his kid?
It's only funny because it's getting compared to the Kwesi thing. So yes, I saw them talk about it. I didn't.
I talked about this and I said it's corny coach talk. When Jeff Hafley was at his Miami Dolphins press conference and how I compared it to Adam Gase when Adam Gase was there for the birth of his kid. But as soon as it was over, he was quoted as saying, all right, you good? And then he had to go watch tape on fucking, I don't know, Peyton Manning or something. I think these coaches acting like hardos is one of the most it's like the lamest thing in sports. And I will say Joe Brady just being an offensive coordinator, guy in the booth, guy with a headset, guy you don't really hear talk about too much, liked him a lot. Joe Brady press conference, that quote, and just also kind of like just him overall. I don't know if I'm in on Joe Brady. Bad take?
I'm not going to go as far as say bad take. I don't agree with you.
Okay.
I think Joe Brady will be a good and successful head coach in the NFL.
Yeah. I just thought that was like it's just the fake hardo thing is a real turnoff for me for coaches, if that makes sense. But again, I liked him up until this point. So it's like, I'm not going to just remove everything I've thought of the guy off of one press conference, but
I don't like fake hardo either, but I don't like the complete opposite end of the spectrum like Mike McDaniel either.
No.
So we need a happy medium.
Yeah. T-Call says, feels lateral to me. McDermott and Brady are the same dude as coordinators. Why would they be different head coaches? I don't know that anything from Sean McDermott feels lateral unless you were going from McDermott to like Todd Bowles.
And sometimes, man, it's just as simple as needing a change. Like Jim Harbaugh needed to leave the Ravens, in my opinion. But I thought he would be a great hire for someone else. For example, the New York Giants. I think he's a great hire for the New York Giants, but it was time for him to go from the Ravens. And I think McDermott had to go from the Bills. There's just no way. John Harbaugh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Coaches from Feb to August have much less work to do in the workday. They need to try to get their wives knocked up around the previous August so they can have kids during the season. Yeah. Mike McDaniel saying he got dressed today because he had to. I don't even know what.
Did you see his press conference?
No.
He's like, no, just, hey, guys, not a big opening statement kind of guy, but I'm hyped to be here. My family's hyped to be here. It's like, you're not a big opening statement guy. Just give it up, man. Give it up with the shtick. I'm so tired of listening to this guy talk. I would literally not give that guy a microphone. Be the OC, shut your mouth, and you don't get a microphone. Nobody wants to hear you talk.
Yeah, you had your chance to talk. Nobody really liked it or cared for it, so you're done talking. Brady isn't being a hardo, ? He's thanking his wife. Stephen Bijan, you're talking about what he's actually saying. I'm talking about what he actually did. Like the hardo coach thing is like, oh, you gotta sleep in the office. You don't have any hobbies. You just watch football, 16 hours a day. You're so busy with X's and O's scheming that you can't even be there for it's like, bro, fucking chill. Like you can
I get nervous if my coach starts talking like that.
Yeah, and I go back to this and I talk about it. Being a Bucks fan, I'm telling you, Greg Schiano was like this. Dirk Cutter was like this. It was like, oh, what do you like to do outside of football? They're like, what are you talking about? Football is all I do. I just eat, live, and breathe fucking football. You don't go golfing? No, I don't go golfing. I just football. That's it. It's all I do. It's football. It's like if you're that kind of guy, fucking relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, wait. There's definitely some more that I want to talk about. Oh God, that's what I wanted to say. Former Bucks offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard got hired by the Philadelphia Eagles
as a passing game coordinator.
And I wanted to ask you guys, somebody in here has to know, who is their offensive coordinator?
Oh, Sean Mannion, the guy from the Packers.
The quarterback?
The quarterback, Sean Mannion from the Green Bay Packers, is the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. I think at this point, we're just saying anything's better.
Yeah. There was one thing I wanted to mention. Just take a day off. Yeah. Oh no, I figured there was another thing. All right. Is there any more? Somebody said Raheem Morris, Niners defensive coordinator.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Like it.
I am torn between thinking he's actually probably a pretty good defensive coordinator and not wanting him anywhere near my football team because I'm so anti Raheem Morris and thought he was so pathetic as a head coach. But I'm fine with it. I don't think he's going to be better than Saleh. Like what Saleh did with that ragtag group of guys after Fred Warner and Bosa went down was really impressive. I'm not thinking Morris has that in his bag, but we'll see.
Yeah, DJ knowing Sean Mannion feels like it shouldn't be swept under the rug. Thank you. I don't know that that's like a big pull. That's more of an old guy thing. I can't tell you too much about Sean Mannion. I do just remember the name being a quarterback. Snowman says he went to Oregon State. I almost thought he went to LSU, but I think I'm thinking of Matt Flynn. So that's not Sean Mannion. Sean Mannion, Oregon State, doesn't really ring that much of a bell. Rumor Davis Webb may be Denver OC and take over play calling.
See, I like that.
Yeah. Nico Mannion clears. Why we got back-to-back Nico Mannion comments.
Never thought. That was probably plus 10,000 odds. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I like where the Titans are at. I saw a clip of Robert Saleh calling you don't like Saleh as a head coach.
Absolutely not.
I like it.
He is the standard for what I always say. Some guys can be rich being coordinators forever, and they should stick to that. No, I don't think Saleh is an NFL head football coach, and I think we'll find that out this year as well. I disagree with you, and I'm gonna plant my flag and disagree with you a little bit more often now that we're on Bookit. This is where we take the gloves off. But I am totally with you. You and I are in lockstep about guys being better coordinators than head coaches. I don't think Robert Saleh is the gold standard because I think you're diminishing what he was able to do with the New York Jets and Zach Wilson. A lot of people, that's a lot of people's pushback, and it is fair. It's also fair to say that because of what I said about Saleh, I have to acknowledge that Dable might be a better coordinator than coach, so he helps out. I will acknowledge that as well. Yeah, I'm with Tim on this one. Saleh can be good. Can't judge him only based on Jets experience. Yeah. How have the Jets been since firing Saleh? Exactly. Mike McDaniel's a great example. Yeah, Mike McDaniel's a good example. There is another one that I'm forgetting, and I don't know why I'm forgetting. I want to be very clear, though, because this is the take I've heard from a few people. The Jets have been so much better since firing him. Obviously, that's sarcasm. Just because a team didn't get better after you left doesn't excuse the fact that you failed as head coach. I just want to be clear. 100%, but it also kind of does expose that the organization is a dumpster fire. And 100%. He was able to go 7-10 with Zach Wilson. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, for sure. That defense was pretty stacked for like a year or two. Yeah. Saleh didn't call the plays on the Jets. No, he didn't call the plays on the Jets, but the defense was pretty good for what it was. Yeah, it was. Vic Fangio's a great one. Yep. Maybe why am I blanking?Maybe Flores. Maybe Dan Quinn. I lied. Saleh's not the guy. Flores is the guy that you should never hire as a head coach of your football team, in my opinion. Ever. Yep. Couldn't pay me. Saleh. Snack said we should do a little intro and tell people who we cheer for on the channel because we have some people seeing us and watching us for the first time. Do you think we should do that, or does that sound I don't know. I feel like I recognize like 90-something% of the names in the chat.
Yeah, I recognize a lot of people here. The Jets started 8-3 with Wilson. Yeah. Yes, I'm here first time. Yes. TOT. What does TOT mean? You know what that means? That sounds Steak and I don't go to like networking conferences and everything too much. Although funny enough, I have to go to a networking event tomorrow. That sounds lame. Yeah. All right. Hello. Hello, everyone. I have a Notre Dame tattoo on my shoulder. True story. Do I regret it? Yes. Do I have 2 other tattoos that are awful and I regret? Yes. And I did this in protest when Charlie Weiss, if you don't know who Charlie Weiss is, look him up. Some people called him a quarterback guru, and Tom Brady made him famous. And I think Notre Dame might even still be paying him. But anyways, I'm a big Notre Dame fan. Did not go to college there, despite what you may think. I understand you probably are watching me now for 52 minutes and be like, man, this guy's super intelligent. He probably went to South Bend, Indiana for school. That did not happen. We're from Orlando. Steak and I know each other back from the bar business. That's right. We got our hands dirty. Bar back, bartended, managed, you name it. Orlando Magic fans. I'm a Tampa Bay Bucks fan, Tampa Bay Rays, and the New York Rangers. Steak, who are your favorite teams?
So I'll tell a tattoo story as well.
Yeah.
When I managed the nightclub, one of my security guards was a tattoo artist, and he used to come over to my apartment in downtown Orlando and just tattoo me for hours on end. And at one point I was like, I'm a diehard Minnesota Vikings fan. Obviously, I think you can see that painting back there. I've been to Minnesota probably too many times. Some would say I went there for the first game ever at US Bank Stadium. I have a legacy brick there with my name on it. Anyways, I tattooed Vikings logos on both of my shoulders. I have since covered that up and gotten a fully covered, but I used to have Vikings tattoos. Diehard Minnesota Vikings fan, diehard University of Florida Gators fan. Also didn't go to school there. I actually flunked out of community college, but my oldest sister did. She was a tutor for the athletes when she was there. Famous names such as Udonis Haslem and Rex Grossman. And I'm also an Orlando Magic fan. I do not have a baseball team, so you'll probably see me wear 40 to 50 different baseball hats.
Yeah, but you kind of pull for the Rays. Like you have a soft spot for the Rays.
Yeah, sure. I pull for them, but they also piss me off.
Oh, I mean, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, the White Sox. Thank you, Money Place. Can't mention I actually technically am a Chicago White Sox fan.
That's true. Yep. Can you guys rename to Gain and Squints? That's very funny. How is the Gain, by the way, Quantitative? Good to see Quantitative in here. We did talk about it, Bookit. If you guys need a mod in YouTube, Quantitative has been rocking with us for a while, and he's great. I am an arb better. Yes, I do joke around about arb betting, but I'm going to change that term to garb betting, garbitrage instead of arbitrage. Jovan got company. I actually have beef with Jovan as a Bucks fan. I think I've told you this, but it'd be funner. I don't think funner is a word. More fun to tell it on the Bookit channel. I have a really, really, really unpopular and hot take as a Bucks fan. So, and as I got in or started watching football, I mean, I've always loved football since I was young, but I have family in the Midwest. I was in Wisconsin and they tried to make me like the Packers. And I was actually a Packers fan for about 2 years. I had a Brett Favre jersey. I loved Mark Chmura. Mark Chmura was the tight end. Loved Reggie White. Loved Leroy Butler. When I played the video games, I played with the Packers. I liked the Packers. I had a cheese head. I was wearing a cheese head. I was probably 8 years old. And I'm watching the Bucks and the Packers play in Wisconsin with my family, who's all Packers fans. And I'm falling in love with the Bucks. Falling in love with Warrick Dunn, Derek Brooks, Mike Alstott, falling in love. And I told myself right there as an 8 or 9 year old young lad, I said, my heart's with Tampa. Like I'm a Bucks fan. And I went home and I had like a Green Bay thing on my wall. I took it down and I told my parents, cause I had just gotten a Brett Favre jersey, like for Christmas. I was like, I don't want anything Packers anymore. I'm a Bucks fan. That was back when they were in the same division. It was called Battle of the Bays, by the way, which is fucking awesome. But here's my problem with Jovan, big problem. And he knows it. This is no secret. My hot and unpopular take is for the longest time as a sports fan, I've also been a hater of dynasties. Before I had a favorite baseball team, I hated the Yankees. My favorite team was anyone playing the Yankees. So I love the Marlins. I love the Diamondbacks. I didn't even really care about baseball. I just liked watching the World Series and rooted like crazy for those teams because I hated dynasties. I've always hated the Lakers. Don't even get me started on LeBron James going to the fucking Heat. Don't get me started. Hate dynasties. So my entire life, who did I hate? I hated the Patriots. I hated Tom Brady. I hated Bill Belichick. Was I jealous and envious? Of course. Of course I was. All I did is fucking win. So all of a sudden, Tom Brady comes to Tampa. I'm supposed to just flip a switch and go from hating this guy for 16 years to supporting him. And I had a hard time doing that. Meanwhile, you got Jovan's out there buying Tom Brady Bucks jerseys. Ugh. Makes me sick. Makes me fucking sick. There's too many great Tampa Bay Buccaneer players to spend your money on for their jerseys than Tom fucking Brady. Sorry. And people try to act like Tom Brady was a Buck. He is a Patriot. I appreciate him coming to Tampa. I appreciate him winning a Super Bowl for guys like Mike Evans and Levante David and those great guys. Chris Godwin. Yeah. But no, that was we hoard ourselves out for a Super Bowl.
The worst fucking take.
Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette.
So spoiled. You are so spoiled.
Spoiled? That's not spoiled. That's not spoiled. That's not spoiled.
The Super Bowl that my team won doesn't really belong to me because Tom Brady won it. You said it yourself, man. You said it yourself. How awesome that Tom Brady came and won some of those guys a Super Bowl.
I just said that was awesome, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
As a Minnesota Vikings fan, I would kill for that to happen for my team. I agree with one thing you said and one thing only. I think it's crazy Jovan bought a Tom Brady Bucks jersey, but that is it. Everything else you said, absolutely horrible take. I would kill to live that. And I went. Tampa Tom was fucking awesome. Tampa Tom was the man. And those Bucks games were awesome. The city was awesome. It was such a good time. Wouldn't trade it for the world. And I cannot believe you have something to complain about Tom Brady, the best football player ever, coming to your team and winning you a Super Bowl. Like, that's a bad thing. Crazy, crazy. Horrible take. I would have killed for that as a Vikings fan.
Well, you're not a good hater. We already talked about this. You're a soft hater. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me compare it to something that you might relate to a little bit more.
Brett Favre?
Yeah, but Brett Favre went to the Vikings.
It was awesome.
It was weird.
I enjoyed every second of it until the NFC Championship.
But Brett Favre is not Tom Brady. Brett Favre is not Tom Brady.
It doesn't matter, dude. He played for the Packers. Tom Brady played for the Patriots. They're not even in the NFC.
Sure.
Your rival.
LeBron James comes to the Orlando Magic and wins us a championship. You like that?
All day long. Are you joking? Oh, my God. That sounds awesome. It's not going to happen because LeBron is like 62 and washed. But if LeBron James came to the Magic and won a championship, I would enjoy every single second of that NBA championship in Orlando. What are you talking about?
I have never hated you more in my life.
That's crazy. You hate LeBron too much. You hate LeBron.
You don't stand for anything. You got no backbone. You got a big back. You got a big back. You got no backbone. None.
Just call me big back.
Yeah, you got a big back. You got no backbone. You just
come
to spread your legs. Anybody, come on down. Do you have any like I don't know. Animosity is not the right word, but do you have anyone who's like a villain that you don't like in sports? Is there anyone? Or you'll just take it. Come on in, get me a championship. That's all I want.
A villain? A sports villain?
Anybody you don't like. Anybody you don't like. There's nobody you don't like. You want to like everybody just in case they come to your team and give you a championship.
I'm trying to think of a guy really. Well, I really hate Paul George. I've always hated Paul George. I really don't fuck with Paul George.
You don't have to worry about Paul George.
Paul George at all.
I don't like Paul George either, man. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers isn't even really a good one. You would take Aaron Rodgers to Minnesota, wouldn't you?
No, not right now. I would not want that. But I used to hate Aaron Rodgers for sure. But then, like, I'm sorry, Slack Packs. I know you get mad when I bring this up. But Aaron Rodgers failed so much in the playoffs. Not him specifically, but the team failed with Aaron Rodgers so many times in the playoffs that I can't say he's a villain. Like, if he had like 5 Super Bowls, he brought like 5 Super Bowls to Green Bay, I would probably have some kind of fucking voodoo doll putting needles in it.
Yeah, this is fair. Even I wouldn't have wanted Michael Jordan to come to the Orlando Magic.
It's crazy.
No, these guys, it's okay. It's not like somebody is on a team. Like right now, Josh Allen goes to another team. Take him. He hasn't established himself as one of the best and an icon for that team forever. Yeah. Like they're not building a Josh Allen statue. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Tom Brady have a statue at Foxborough?
Yeah, he sure as fuck better. He's the
okay.
GOAT.
That's cool.
They are going to build a Josh Allen statue too, just so you know. That will happen.
But if he requested a trade tomorrow from Buffalo, they wouldn't.
Good point.
Yeah. So no, I don't want these guys that are like, okay, I got one for you since there's probably a lot of
Favre have a statue? I think Brett Favre has a statue.
I don't know, actually. I have a question for
apparently stealing money from poor people gets you a statue in Green Bay.
Degen won steak won this round. I don't know what happened, Chipper. It looked like you scored both of us a one. Hold on, I have a question. You're not really a baseball fan, but imagine
no statue for Brett Favre, thank God.
Okay. Like Derek Jeter going to like the Cleveland Indians and winning them a World Series, like that's just not weird to you?
No.
That's weird. That's
my God. Cleveland fans, they wouldn't even read the fine print.
Yeah, you're right. That was a horrible comparison. That first Bookit burp. Yep. Yeah, I don't fucking want that. I don't want that. I'd rather stick than having Mahomes come to the Bucks. I'd rather stick with Baker with one shoulder. As much as it drives me insane, I'd rather just get a really good.
You almost have too much honor. Like you care about honor too much. It's not a good take.
That's fine, because you know what? A lot of other things in life, I really don't let pride get in the way. But when it comes to sports, like I don't want these greats that are established elsewhere to then come to my team. I want my team to find.
And the reason why your take upsets me a little bit is because you have got to experience your team won a Super Bowl. But as Token Picks has pointed out, the Vikings have no Super Bowls. So to think that I wouldn't take Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre or someone like that winning Minnesota Vikings their first Super Bowl, it's just not even a thought for me.
You want another, this isn't really a hot take, but you want another, like, since you've never seen your team win a Super Bowl, I'll tell you something that might make it sting a little bit, that maybe you will or won't appreciate. But again, this is about, in my opinion, this is about really getting down into the nitty gritty of being a real fan. Because all that surface bullshit of like, just bring me Tom Brady and win me a Super Bowl, it'll be the best feeling ever. You want to know what the best feeling ever was as a Bucs fan? You ready for this? It was not winning the Super Bowl. It was the game before they won the Super Bowl. Let me take you down memory lane. If anybody's, Jovan's probably not old enough, but if anybody,
that's another reason why your take about Jovan is bad, because he didn't even get to experience the first one. You did.
Fine. Do you know who the Bucs beat to get to that Super Bowl when they beat the Raiders? The Eagles. They beat the Eagles the last game in that stadium, and the Bucs could never beat the fucking Eagles in the playoffs. They could never get over the hump. And that's part of the reason why they traded for John Gruden and got rid of Tony Dungy. But they also played in the cold, and they could never win games in the cold. And Matt, what are you laughing about?
Nothing, don't worry about it. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, when they set up, I would go to the bar with my dad. And when they set up, I knew just going into it, I'm like, there's no reason to get excited. It's cold. We got to play in Philly again. We're not gonna get past the Eagles. And we got past the fucking Eagles. And that was like the most euphoric feeling. Then when we won the Super Bowl, it rocked. Don't get me wrong. It was awesome. Yeah. But like beating the Eagles was the best.
That Super Bowl was very crazy.
Yep. You guys remember that? How about the Joe Juravicious catch? Come on. By the way, people are saying happy birthday, Jovan. Did I just throw Jovan under the bus about his Tom Brady jersey on his birthday? That's what I did.
On your first day ever streaming on his channel.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want, how do you say, like, go out like that? I didn't want to go in like that, Jovan, by the way. You know, we're big Jovan guys, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Everyone put a little happy birthday, Jovan, in the chat. Well, Vaughn.
All right, let's do our Bookit rankings. We've got 235 people on Twitch. I gotta pull
up the lists. I gotta pull up the list. Sorry.
So Steak and I, we're old heads. You know, we've followed Bookit for a while, but you know, there's a lot of new words and new terms, new lingo that's come up in the sports betting world. A lot of it we like, some of it we don't. Why do people keep saying happy birthday, Jovan? Is that real or not? Or am I getting
his birthday, dude?
Oh, why does it have to be his birthday?
That's fucked up.
That is
not his birthday, dude.
You just got duped. Got duped. Yeah, you just said it's got to be his birthday. No.
That's fucked up.
I was asking. I said, did I really?
That's fucked up.
At this guy, you don't fucking question anything. It's unbelievable. All right, I got the list.
Who did that first? Who even thought to make that joke?
You're never gonna find out. It was like thousands of comments back.
Well,
You're not gonna. No. Don't. All right, hold on. I'm taking this to my notes.
Chat's ruthless, dude.
Yeah, they sure are. I kind of like it. Okay. Do you have the same list I have?
When it's your real birthday, Jovan, I'm not doing this again. Now that the bad part of this is that now when it's your real birthday, I'm not saying shit.
No. Yeah, you don't. You get one birthday, real or fake, and you just got it. I think I said happy birthday. Did I say happy birthday?
To me?
No. Why would I say happy birthday to you?
Because it's my birthday.
It's not your birthday.
I almost got you.
All right. By the way, I don't want it to get swept under the rug. Lil Shoot 'em Up said he has a Raiders tattoo. That's about
let's be honest. If your name's Lil Shoot 'em Up on Twitch, you probably have a Raiders tattoo.
You know where the Raiders tattoo has to go? I think we're going to collab on this.
Throat.
That is not what I was going to say. The Raiders tattoo, this is the perfect place for the tattoo. Right in the center in the back of your calf.
He just said he has it on his thigh.
There you go. That's such a leg tattoo.
I thought you were going to say like somewhere like in the eyebrow or the face or like right on the side, you know?
No. You gotta keep it on a spot that's like it's there, but it's also you can kind of get away with it. You can get away with a tattoo on your calf.
Yeah.
All right. Here are the Bookit terms. And if you guys are coming over for the first time where you used to watch us on the Fake Sharp network, you might not be as familiar. This is like a nice big like get together where you're probably meeting some new people for the first time. Very fun. Maybe you're not. We have a lot of the same audience, which is great. But there's these terms that Bookit uses. I thought Trent created a lot of these, but he didn't. So I gave him credit for creating GG, and GG he did not create. GG is short for good game. So like you'll say like GG's, like when something's over and you're like good game. Apparently that's like a Call of Duty or a video game thing. Right?
I would just like to reference before we start that you texted Trent. Let me make sure I do the math correctly. 4 hours and 30 minutes ago at 6:45 in the morning, and he's not awake.
Why you care about this is unbelievable.
It's just so funny to think.
He's still not awake?
I don't think he's awake.
I haven't
be here.
Oh yeah. He was supposed to be here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're gonna alternate. All right, you should have the same list I have. I just texted it to you. Okay, you're gonna rate the Bookit term.
I'm scared that because you made this list, I'm gonna sound stupid because some of these look wrong to me. But we're just gonna get through it.
They're not wrong. Yeah,
you confirm that these are actually what they say.
Who am I going to fucking confirm it with? Trent's not even awake. Who am I going to confirm it with? We're going to find out. The chat will let us know. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Well, GG.
We're rating these, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do GG.
All right, fine.
Bookit term slang.
All right, fine. Here's another one. I think they do like sure. It's like sure, but they stop it at They go like You know what I'm talking about?
The first thing you said felt like as you.
You say it.
I'm not even going to try.
Fucking try it, dude.
Wait, say it one more time. You say it your way one more time.
You've heard them say it. Why do you need me to say it?
I've never heard this before in my life. I swear to God, in my life.
All the time.
I swear to God, I've never heard it.
Okay, when they're about to lose a bet, usually what you'll say is, "Oh, sure." But you know, Trent does like his kind of like twang and just cuts it off. So it's like,
sounds like
like someone gave them a bet and the bet was terrible. So they're like, "Oh yeah, Chewy."
I'm gonna be a hater on the first one. I'm giving that a 4 out of 10. Sorry.
That's not bad. We can't really do it right. So I'll
sound like a chew.
I'll go with 4 out of 10 with you. I'll share that one. All right, you go next.
Okay. Drops Nuck.
Awesome one. Drops Nuck. So basically, just so we understand what this even means, like a Nuck is short for, like, what does Nuck even really mean? Like Nuck if you buck. So it's like that. I thought at first it was like moose knuckle, which do you know what a moose knuckle is?
Yeah, that's kind of what I think of too.
But if you think of a moose knuckle, is that what it's supposed to be?
I think so,
is that what it's supposed to be?
I didn't. You didn't even prepare me for the fact that we were going to be trying to decipher these.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole point. I hope the trap can help.
Trap want to come up here?
So yeah, they don't know about Nuck if you buck. You're right. So the drop Nuck, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. It's a good thing. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not a good thing, I know nothing.
Okay. Yeah, Rav, can you guys please help us out here? Because it would be great if we know that what we're talking about is the right thing. It's short for moose Nuck, right? But a moose Nuck, if you're dropping that, is a good thing, right?
Yes.
I like drops Nuck. I'll give that a. Are we doing like 0.8 or are we just doing flat? Like
you could do. See, that's professional shit. It's rookie to just do 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Adding the points in there, that's professional shit right there.
I think drops Nuck is like a 7.6.
I'm going higher.
Really?
8.2 out of 10.
That's a big. Yeah, that's fine.
Really, really good.
That's fine. Moose shit, or just moose. That's moose.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to the Nuck,
but not as good. Do you agree?
But not as good. Yeah, but moose works.
Moose works for sure, just not as good as Moose drops Nuck.
No, drop Nuck's cool. But like Moose, that's Moose. If you just say that's Moose. Also, it's like kind of PG, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll go Moose anything like 6.6.
I'll go 6.9 out of 10.
All right, your turn.
I'm not gonna keep this off anymore because I love it so much. Tickling Jim.
Oh, Tickling Jim is good. So Tickling Jim, again, another good thing, but it's a better thing than dropping Nuck. Like Tickling Jim is like you're tickling your Jimmy, right? You keep laughing. I need you to keep it together.
I didn't know you were going to decipher everyone.
What the fuck do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen?
It is my favorite one.
This is your favorite one?
Tickling Jim is easily my favorite one.
Okay, I got another thing. How about this? While we try to decipher and break it down, you and I never talk like this. And I'm not saying we're going to now all of a sudden, but if you were to use Tickling Jim in a sentence, how would you do it? Like, oh, the Boston Bruins, it's almost overtime. We have the +1.5.
Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl for my team tickles Jim.
Disgusting. You sound like such a sellout bitch. Your Jim, you'll just your Jim will get anywhere.
I think I fucking nailed it.
Yeah, that was fine. The Boston Bruins tickled Jim last night.
Yeah. Damn, they really choked. Thank God we didn't have money line.
Quail urine. Or again, I'm putting like moose shit, quail urine. You could put anything after this, I think. You could say quail shit.
Quail urine / quail shit.
Okay. Quail anything I kind of like. And quail makes me think of Wedding Crashers, where he talks about shooting quail. And he says they overpopulate the area, so it's okay to do so. You know what I mean? So I think of quail. It kind of, there's a little bit of nostalgia to it. I'm pro quail, but it's not like it's going to, it's not like anything great, but I'll give it like a respectable 7.
Okay. I'll give it a little higher, like a 7.4.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm not going 8s with it.
All right. Your turn.
Oh God. Let's see. Oh, what about, this is a kind of standard one, but I really like it. I think it's Jovan's. Do job.
I like do job.
So do I.
So do job is more about like a player prop, right? Like we need someone to do job. I like do job.
Me too.
I'd say do job is right around quail for me. So I'll say like 7.3.
I'll go higher. I'll go 7.9.
Okay. All right. Here's a new one that I heard. I heard this actually last week for the first time. You already are like perking up. Duffage.
Yeah, it's so good.
I kind of like duffage.
So do I.
So duffage is like your duffel, right? So you're stuffing your duffage is like we're putting cash in the duffel. So that's a good thing. Yep. Somebody just said Hillary Duffage. Like, I love what you can do with these. Like, that's a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? You're laughing like this is all like brand new to you.
It's so funny, dude. Hillary Duffage is fun.
Hillary Duffage is great. I've never heard of that before.
This is actually new to me, dude. What do you think?
Well,
you think I've ever heard the term Hillary Duffage before?
No, that was my first time too, but you need to control yourself.
I can't control myself.
Control
yourself. You want me to go off cam, dude?
No. You have no composure when it comes to the duffage and the muckage. That's all I'm saying. Oh,
honestly, hearing you try to explain them, I wasn't prepared for how funny that was going to be.
I like duffage. I like duffage a lot. I'll give duffage an 8.2.
Ooh, you went in the 8s.
Yeah, that's duffage is good.
I'm not going in the 8s.
Okay. By the way, we didn't talk about this because you didn't want to talk about Gigi. Gigi Hadid is excellent. Like, excellent. That's really, really good.
But that could be, you could get that one. I thought that guy was Jovan on our YouTube channel, by the way. Until someone pointed out that it's Jovan. Also,
duffage kind of, yeah, right. Somebody said duff beer. Kind of makes me think of like an item on an Irish menu or something. Like bangers and mash. Like duffage could be like a pot pie or something. All right, your turn.
Oh my God. Meat sheet.
Well, we can take sheet out of there. It's just meat.
I like meat sheet.
But isn't meat sheet like a sharp?
Okay, fine. I'll switch it up because the chat just had a good one that we don't have written down. Free as ma.
Yeah, I like free as ma, but that one is like too young. I can't do that.
You won't see yourself using it.
No, I can't say free as ma. Ma and pa, I'm that's too young. Too young. But like I'm okay with it. It doesn't.
I like anything that's Mima or Peepa.
Are you going to say it?
Mima and Peepaw? I'd love to.
I don't think. Chad, I think why do people keep saying porridge? I've never heard porridge. Never heard that. I think there's got to be I think an age limit on Mima and Peepaw.
Really?
I think we're too old. Yeah.
Are we Peepaw? I think you're kind of Peepaw.
Yeah. Well, probably.
That was my argument for being Unk, was that you were Peepaw and I was Unk.
You said it 100 times. That's fine. If you want to say I'm a bit of a Gramp, that's okay. But I'm not like all Gramp. Gramps don't do anything. Bobby Boucher. I don't know that one. Yeah. Mima at the back door is vintage. Yeah. Please look up red porridge. I'm not looking up anything. Okay. Here's one. And everybody knows how I feel about this. I don't really know how you feel about this. Plus chicken.
Oh, I know you hate it.
I hate it.
Plus chicky.
Awful.
You hate it. It's not my favorite. I'll go 5.5 out of 10.
5.5?
Yeah, I don't hate it like you hate it.
0.
Holy
0. Hate
Holy
it.
Shit.
Hate it. Hate plus chicky. Hate plus chicken. Hate it. I think that's all of them, right?
That's definitely enough. I can say that.
Yeah, that's
because this show is called the board review. It's not much of a board, but we got to review it a little bit.
Yeah, it's the very first fucking one. Mondays are always recaps. We're just shooting the shit and have a good time and getting acclimated. But yeah, I don't really know. I mean, you can't really talk NBA.
We will, but we should talk CBB first.
Okay, all right. We got some CBB to talk about.
Big CBB game tonight.
I think. Do you want to? So I'm going to share my screen. We're gonna do job. All right, we're gonna do job. I do have to pee. So this is going to be the first piss break. Do you have to pee?
Yep. I wouldn't let you down on our first show ever and be like, nope, don't have to pee. My bladder.
Hold on. Here's the only thing. I think when we pee, I have to do this. Now let me try it. Hold on. I think we do that. Okay. We leave everything else as is. And then I just play any sort of song.
Yeah. Let's see what song you choose.
Not that one.
I could do it, dude.
Here we go. This is the vintage board review music.
Snowflakes in the chat. Snowflakes in the chat.
All right. We'll be right back. No one can stop me. We're all the way back. All right, hold on one second. Did we do this right? Oh, wait. I got to go to cam. Boom. Okay, now this is where it's going to get funky. There's no way there's 162 comments that I have unread. Oh, that's what we're doing. We're doing the snowflakes in the chat. Got it. Very fun. I wonder how many people don't even know what that means. Too much Metamucil. Hands wash plus 300. No. All right. Now is the time to actually review the board. So if anybody is watching the show for the first time, we've been doing this for years. 10 to 12. We always shoot the shit for the first 30 minutes. Okay. 10 to 10:30, because what we don't want to happen is we start immediately talking about the board. People come in a little bit late. It's early. The time differences, as Steak talked about 500 fucking times with Trent not being up because he's in a different time zone. 30 minutes of bullshit. Then we get into the board and we really start talking. So NHL, college basketball, NBA, life, essentially without football, we have to get adjusted to. We will be talking Super Bowl this week. We also have a golf guy that comes on every Wednesday. Shout out BK. He'll be on. We talk golf as well. But we went over our allotted time for bullshitting, but I had a good time doing it. Trent is in LA, so if DJ texted him at 6:45, that's 3:45. Oh, even better. Oh, time zone is why Trent is not
so
up.
it's 8:23 where Trent was never coming on the show.
Never. Money Miner's in here. 11. What's up, boys? Good to see you, Money Miner. Okay. Here is where I'm going to do my best to share the screen. And I think I'm going to do this correctly. All right. Hold on. I'm going to see if I remember this. Shout out Goots. Goots walked us through it. He did a great job. I'm going to take this off, and then I am going to share, and I'm going to go to Chrome tab. I'm going to go to Picket. Shkabang. Are we good?
Looks good to me.
It looks good to me too. Okay. So, Steak, why don't you do the honors and let me know where we should get started here. I mean, Maryland Eastern Shore at 4:30. I'm sure people are probably itching for something here, but I don't really necessarily know that we have anything.
No, I was going to go right till Syracuse, North Carolina.
Syracuse, North Carolina. Okay. All right, let's do it. All right. 6:00 Eastern, Syracuse Orange is Pickett showing us that they're 11.5 on Caesars minus 110. The total in this one looks pretty high. This is not your Meemaw and Peepaws Syracuse college basketball team with Jim Boeheim back in the zone defense days where you'd see totals in the freaking 130s. UNC can score, correct?
Yes.
Now I'm going to go look at what these teams have done, but I'm sure you have it up in front of you. Why don't you get started?
So last time we talked about UNC, ironically, they were coming off a pretty rough trip to the West Coast where they lost at Cal and at Stanford. They've definitely turned it around since then. They got home. They got to play the whack-ass Notre Dame Irish. They covered that, won by 22, I think. Mm-hmm. Then they were 6.5-point dogs at Virginia. I really like Virginia in that game. North Carolina won that outright. Very impressive win. And then they took care of business at Georgia Tech. They won by 16. They're undefeated at home, 8-4 against the spread. With all that being said, I don't think I'm prepared to call this line short, but if I called it anything, I would call it short. I see Jeff with a good nug in the chat. Apparently Duke is next for North Carolina. Are we buying the look aheads in the old 2-6? I'll talk about that too, Total Slayer. Are we buying the look ahead in the big 2-6? So in college football, I kind of feel like it doesn't work.
That's a Krabs term, by the way. You can't steal that.
I can do whatever I want. I'm on his channel now. Next, I'll be calling people me guys.
So we want to know is North Carolina in a look ahead spot with Duke on deck, and is there potential duffage with the Syracuse Orangemen?
I'm already ready to log out.
Whose knuck is gonna drop? I don't have a good read on this one. I do not, because I was gonna say I didn't want to overthink it. And I wanted to go with UNC, Skullfuck. But now you've got me thinking.
Gun to my head. I've been hit or miss with these sleepy spots. I nailed it with Michigan State Rutgers, but then I was way off in that Iowa State game where they opened the game on a 30-4 run. So I'm hit or miss with sleepy spots. Personally, I would call this a sleepy spot for the North Carolina Tar Heels. And I'd kind of either want to dabble with Syracuse, maybe even first half. Is that crazy? Syracuse first half, somewhere around 6.5.
I don't hate it. You know what I like about this? Syracuse, the last road game they had, they lost to NC State at NC State by 20. They were 10.5-point dogs. So I think what I'm getting at is I'm kind of with you.
Even worse, before that, they lost to BC in overtime as 7-point favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be Syracuse. You want to go first half?
I'm thinking about it, but I haven't done that all year because I feel like I was the one trying to tell you to stop taking first fives in the MLB. So now I'm wondering if I should listen to my own advice.
No.
One way or another, I think I'm back in Syracuse here.
You have not taken a first half bet all year. I haven't seen you do it.
I have not. No, I haven't. 100%.
Yeah, try it.
I might.
Experiment a little.
I might.
Okay. UNC has Duke on deck. We did say that. Yep. Are they even playing this game with the weather in Carolina? Is there bad weather in Carolina that I didn't know about?
There definitely is, but I hadn't heard anything about the game potentially getting canceled. There's pretty much bad weather, I feel like, everywhere right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, let's go back to events and NCAA men. Okay, here we go. Lean there on the Syracuse orange. I'm kind of with you. By the way, didn't they always used to be the orange men, or is it just orange? Did they remove that?
Good
I thought they
question.
were the orange men, like
for sure.
midshipmen. Maybe you can't say that anymore. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Boston University against Holy Cross Crusaders. This feels like a true freaking sicko spot right here.
Every other game on this board besides Texas Tech, Kansas, which I can't wait to talk about, is a complete sicko spot. Just a sick board besides those two.
This is incredibly sick. But what do you think? I mean, you want to dive into any of these? Because I'm happy to do so if you are.
Nah, I'm down to go to old Texas Tech.
Ooh, somebody was chirping Texas Tech earlier. Oh, wow. So you want to go right to 9:00. So, I mean, there's really not much more to talk about after that.
Nope. We're going to go to NBA and NHL. I'm a hockey guy.
I like where your fucking head's at. Okay. Kansas, 4.5-point dogs against Texas Tech, minus 200 on the ML. Pick it showing here. Let's see. Only $75,000 wagered on this game just this morning. That'll probably bump up quite a bit before tip off here. Looks like if you want to call it sharp, I don't know which way the line has moved, but the bets are pretty 50-50. The bigger wagers are coming in on Texas Tech. A little bit more money in wager bets on the under in this game. Maybe they like defense. Okay, Steak, talk to me here. What do you think between these two teams?
I will talk to you. Have you watched Darren Peterson play basketball?
Darren Peterson is the guy on
Kansas.
The game I watched from Kansas, he was hurt.
Yeah.
And I bet on Kansas.
That's kind of his thing. So anyways, in the first half of this BYU game, he was incredible. He was absolutely incredible. Like, he looked like one of the best freshman basketball players you've ever seen with your own eyes in the first half of that game. He is hurt a lot. He sat the final 16 minutes of that BYU game. I don't know if you knew that. He had a crazy first half, sat the final 16 minutes. I don't think the win was ever in doubt, but BYU was down like 20. They made a run. This kid, Richie Saunders for BYU, just went absolutely insane. My point is, I don't know if he's playing. I feel like we cannot get a clear-cut answer with this guy almost every game. Like, I've had people in my DM since I made that tweet I made earlier about Texas Tech, Kansas. Like, I want to back Kansas. I feel like the thing in college basketball this year is spots like Texas Tech aren't hitting at all. Kansas off one of their biggest wins of the year. Texas Tech off a loss at UCF. They're 11-0 at home. And I feel like back in the day, it's like, oh, Texas Tech off that bad loss and Kansas off their big win. You got to fade Kansas, and Darren Peterson is banged up. You start telling yourself that Texas Tech is the sharp spot here, and it very well may be. In my opinion, this is a spot where I want to back Kansas. But I watched this team play without Darren Peterson for the final 16 minutes of that BYU game. They're a rough watch without him. They are a rough watch without him. Texas Tech is very good at home. And I'm scared, but reluctantly, I do want to press Kansas here.
I think you just cooked.
I don't know. Not if Texas Tech wins by 20. I didn't.
Yeah, that's okay though. We'll figure that out later. And if anything, we'll just pretend this didn't happen. But I thought that was really good. I liked a lot of what you had to say. Kansas is 7-3 ATS in their last 10 games. They're 8-2. They're 16-5. Texas Tech is 16-5. They're 11-0 at home, but they're 6-5 ATS. Kansas is 3-3 on the road, 3-3 ATS on the road. But overall, Kansas is a pretty good team ATS. They're 14-7 ATS. But what I like to do in these situations, and this is how you and I can complement each other whenever we go through the games, try to take different angles or perspectives and shit like that. I like to look at how does Kansas perform as an underdog. So you go back and look at their schedule. The last time they were an underdog was at home against Iowa State. They were 3.5 points. They won the game by 21. Time before that, they were 1.5 point underdogs at NC State. They won the game in overtime, 77-76. Time before that was against UConn, 2.5 point underdogs. Now, they didn't win. They didn't cover, but they lost by 5. So they still kept it competitive. Before that, 6.5 point underdogs against Tennessee on a neutral. They won the game outright by 5. Do you guys understand what I'm saying so far? I think that's probably enough of a sample size. But so far, Kansas has been a really, really good ATS team just overall in general. They've covered 9 out of their last 12 games, most of them being favorites. I kind of like Kansas as an underdog.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I'm not gonna lie.
You wanna make a Kansas like some sort of collaborative play?
Well, we have to hit the Sunday steak specials.
We do. We
haven't been
do.
putting that much CBB in there, but maybe we will. You said
So
the
maybe
hockey's kind of weak, right?
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I haven't even glanced at the hockey slate, but you've been pretty good about putting NBA in there, and I've been putting hockey in there. I wonder if we should keep that a thing.
Probably shouldn't fuck with it while it's hitting. That's for sure.
Okay. Okay, I'm kind of with you. So as of now, we sort of like both dogs in these big games tonight. We like Syracuse and we like Texas Tech. Between the two, it feels like you are a little bit more confident on Texas Tech. Is that correct?
As of right now, yeah.
Okay. And if you were to put money on Syracuse, would you only go the first half?
No, I think I'm gonna sit on that for a couple hours and decide because I haven't done that yet.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you think this is worth talking? This slate is worth touching on.
Not in CBB. No, I think we should either do NBA or hockey.
Okay. How about we just go glance at the NBA board? You
Okay.
are absolutely, I believe the kids would say you are cracked out in the NBA. There's 4 games. Let's talk
I had
about
a
it.
bad NBA day yesterday, just for W transparency. I had a
Yep.
very bad NBA day. It's just so no one thinks it's all glaze up here. I did not start February out with a bang yesterday.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Let's go back to the board. Let's go to events and let's go to NBA. I'm going to pull up Pickett here and then tell me if anything catches your eye. Wow, we have a 3:00 game.
Yeah, that's got to be weather.
I must be freaking. I'm usually pretty good about keeping up with the times and what's going on, especially weather related. I'm in New York. It's actually going to be one of the nicer days in weeks. It's going to be 32 degrees and sunny over here. What's going on? Is it a storm? Does it snow?
I thought, yeah, you're asking the wrong guy. I live in Florida.
No, I'm asking the chat.
I thought you would know for sure.
I thought I would too.
You're a weather guy, dude.
I am a fucking weather guy. Yeah, I know people are saying weather, but what are we talking about here? Oh, they got snow again. Got it. Carolina's got snow again. Okay, understood. All right, let's pull. The Hornets are literally the 96 Bulls right now. Yeah, no shit, huh? Okay, let's pull this up. Hold on, I'm probably gonna fuck it up. I need to take the overlay off. Hold on, I'm getting better at this. This is what I talked about though. Boom. Okay, pretty good. Got that. Getting good. Pelicans, Hornets. I don't know. People are saying that this game might not even happen.
I thought they moved it to 3:00 to guarantee it would happen.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I want to talk about it. I love the Hornets. We love the Hornets. DC Betts loves the Hornets. They seem to be America's team right now. Obviously, this is a big Con Knipple stream, and I don't like betting them as a favorite. It's not that good of a take if you look back what they've been doing. First of all, they've won 6 games in a row, which is pretty incredible. They beat the Magic by 27, the Sixers by 37, the Grizzlies by 15. Just impressive wins. Just beat the Spurs. Like, they're really rolling. I still don't like them as favorites. I didn't like them against the Wizards as 11.5-point favorites. I don't like them here. I don't. I love this team as a dog, especially a short dog. When I see the Charlotte Hornets as a short dog, I get really excited. I do not get excited to see them -7.5 against the Pelicans at home. I really, really don't. I know they've earned that respect. I know they've earned the respect to be big favorites against the trash of the NBA, like the Wizards and the Pelicans. But with that being said, I very, very strongly lean New Orleans in this game.
Okay. Kind of like what you said. 7 points is a lot. New Orleans is 13-38. They are, however, 28-23 ATS. The Hornets are 22-28, 29-21 ATS, 8-2 in their last 10 games. But the Pelicans haven't been totally pathetic. I mean, 4-6. You know, a team this bad playing 500 ball in their last 10 or almost 500 ball, 6-4 ATS. They are 5-9 on the road. 5-19 on the road, but they're 12-12 ATS on the road. So I'm kind of with you. I'm not scared to take the points with New Orleans on the road. Charlotte at home, 10-13, 13-10 ATS. When is the last time they've been a 7-point favorite?
Well, they were a big favorite to the Washington Wizards by 11.5. They won by 4.
Yep. And before that, 4.5 to the Pacers, did not win. 6.5 back December 23rd. Aside from that game, again, the Wizards, they were 6.5 point favorites. They won by 17, but that's really it. You can't trust the Hornets laying 7. That's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Anything before January doesn't count. Very fair. Very fair. Okay. All right.
Do I think this line is short? No, I would not be prepared to say that. I almost want to say it is respectful to see a team like the Hornets be 7.5 point favorites in games like this, but they, like I said, they have earned it. They've been good, and they've also been very good against the spread.
Okay. All right. So as of now, you lean New Orleans.
As of now, I lean New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah. Now, guys, if you're new here, Steak is very, very good at betting the NBA. However, we really don't talk NBA very early because it takes, I don't know, Steak, what do you think, till about like 4:30, 5 o'clock to
the NBA is one of the main sport where, like, I'm looking at the lineups right now. It's just so many guys are questionable. So many guys I feel like are late scratches, stuff like that. I'm happy to go over the NBA, but yeah, and I don't find anything I like in the NBA till like 4 or 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And when I post things early, I get shit on in my comments for posting too early, and then they always lose.
Shamway with the sub bang. W Fake Sharps, appreciate you. See a lot of new follows in here as well. Twan, Dubs World, Almighty. Tosi with a sub, BA Man, W subs, and thanks for watching us on the new channel here, Bookit Sports, Twitch or YouTube channel. Charged up, just did a lot of laughing. I don't know what you said. That sounded funny. What was the next game? Oh, here it is. We've got, this is a good one. Well, not really. I mean,
Pacers Rockets.
Yeah, I guess the Pacers, seeing them at 13-36 is hilarious, but I guess they're starting to win games because they had such a bad start to the season from what I remember. They're 5-5 in their last 10, so they're 6-point dogs at home. This line looks short, but I feel like this could be a contrarian duping. So you can look at the lineup, but here is
no Kevin Durant.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so that makes sense. 5.5 minus 115 on BetMGM. If you're betting the NBA, are you picking spots where you're buying bad news? Because we've done that in college last week a couple times. Nebraska was missing their rink mast. Shout out the part on a sailboat, and then that guy we also bet on was missing their best scorer. Remember what game was that? Minnesota. People got scared about betting Minnesota. So is buying bad news in the NBA working at all, or have you not really done it?
I do think buying bad news in NBA became very corp, like some other systems we used to love.
Mm-hmm.
But in this spot, I don't actually think the line looks short. The Pacers are healthy with the exception of Tyrese Halliburton, who obviously won't be back all year. And they've been better as of late. Like the Pacers with these guys, in my opinion, are not a 13-36 team at all, especially in the East. I do think Rockets -6 is not short in any way without Kevin Durant at a Pacers team that's playing 500 basketball in their last 10 and 500 against the spread. Like they're not a 13-36 team. So I actually lean Rockets in this one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a tough button to press.
But you're not buying bad news. Like that's not your capping. That's not your angle.
I tried yesterday with the Brooklyn Nets. My MPJ was out. Igor Dima was out. I was like, you know what? I just think that the Nets got enough young guys that they'll be feisty in this game, and I think they lost by like 60 points.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we do have to start digging into some player props, and again, this will be something we start leaning into more and more again as we adjust to life without football, and then the more of the board review, the 2-hour show, will be actually reviewing the board, diving into player props and actual wagers. Yeah, we're gonna do. Well, Vaughn, we were just talking college basketball. It's kind of a shitty slate. I would lean on BTL for that. Something you'll find about us is we don't really know a whole lot of ball when it comes to like X's and O's players and everything like that when it comes to college basketball. Stakes much better just overall than I am. We'll talk NHL next. I'm more of a hockey guy than Steak is, but Steak's coming along just nicely. When it comes to football, that's where we really start to dive in. But clearly we've got about 6 or 7 months where we're not going to have that. So we'll do our best, but definitely lean on BTL with Krabs and Jovan to actually hear some names of players and maybe their free throw percentages and some styles and pace and all that stuff. Don't worry. Jeff Sunday, Ultimate Vibes guy. Exactly. Thank you. Shoot him up. You know, ball. Appreciate it. What league do you watch, Unk? What does that mean? League? Like sport?
I assume that's what he means.
I watch hockey more than anything. Like if I have something on right now this time of year with no football, hockey's on the TV. I would have a Kings Canadians game on well before I would have a Rockets Pacers game. So, anyways, if you bet the Nets, delete your sports book. Shout out Curdy Flirt. Haven't seen him in a long time. The league in the only league, I don't know what you're talking about. We'll shoot him up. All right, let's get back to the board. So lean Rockets, lean Pelicans. How about the Memphis Grizzlies? Another 7-point spread. I thought you were pointing.
Well, I'm just talking about like we like to compare the two games we discuss. In my opinion, if you're trying to press dogs, the Memphis Grizzlies plus 7.5 with the way they've been playing looks so much more uncomfortable than taking the Indiana Pacers against the Houston Rockets without Kevin Durant. These two teams just played. I think Krabs said it, soared over. And now you're looking at a total with pretty much the same total. I'm pretty sure the other game closed at 229.5. This one's sitting at 230.5. I would wager that every single dollar of those picket splits is on the over. And I would wager that much less money is on the Memphis Grizzlies. If you want to get nasty, I don't always do it. If you want to get nasty, I think the Memphis Grizzlies are really, really nasty. They've been getting their ass kicked though. And let's see. The Wolves are rolling. 4 wins.
Grizzlies
covered against Warriors, beat their butts. Covered against Dallas, beat
their butts.
Right? Don't do that.
I think you could say ass on here.
And then last game beat Memphis by 17. I sounded like a mom.
Yeah, you sure did. Okay. I'm looking here. Yeah, the Wolves are rolling 1-4 in a row, covering all 4. Yeah, but Steak, you know what I like not doing?
Getting too gross.
Yeah, or just like getting,
it's like throw up gross.
Getting in the way of like a team that's just playing really well and trying to do it with a team that's not playing well. I get what you're saying. It's a gross play, but I don't really know that I want to do it.
Yeah, I may end up having.
Well, I'm sorry. Did you already mention that they just played?
They just played. The T-Wolves win by 17, and the game went over by 16 points.
You know, we talk about this, but do you think now it's actually contrarian to
bet the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Yes, I do agree with what you're saying, but in this spot, I cannot say that, no, because nobody wants to bet the Memphis Grizzlies. And you got to remember, there's always insane tanking allegations in the NBA, and the Grizzlies got to be facey at the most, you know?
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. I can't do it. I can't let you bet the Timberwolves either. If you want to just lay off, that's fine. I don't think you should square the Timberwolves. I really don't.
Okay. All right. Fine. Let's go to the next game. This is a good one. I'm actually kind of interested to talk about the Clippers to see what the fuck they're doing. And then we'll talk a little NHL and then we'll shut it down. Curdy Flirty said I banned him for no reason. I don't think I banned you for no reason, Curdy. Do you remember banning Curdy? I put him in timeout a bunch.
I have no recollection of that.
Yeah, I don't remember banning Curdy, but if he got banned, it probably was for something stupid. He's always bitching and moaning about something. The Clippers are 23-25. They are 8-2 in their last 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Clippers started the season very poorly. Very poorly. The Sixers are short dogs here. They're 27-21. Not as good of a record as I expected. Again, I wasn't really tapped into the NBA, but I just think the Sixers are a pretty good team. I might even buy in on them to win it all. We'll talk about that a little bit later. 27-21, 12-8 on the road. Going into LA here, do you think, is there a chance that the Sixers are kind of a nasty button to press? I mean, I know it's only 2 points. You're not taking a spread essentially. You're taking them to win.
So there's two things that I think are worth mentioning because I bring up back-to-backs a lot. The Clippers played at Phoenix last night. They beat their butts. Hope that's okay with you. Beat their butts by 24.
I'll go ahead and say it's not okay with me.
Okay, fine. I'm still probably going to say it.
Okay.
And James Harden is questionable for this game. Obviously, you're aware that Paul George is out for 25 games for taking Viagra or whatever the fuck he's taking.
I'm not aware of that. Is that what he did?
No, I don't know. I'm joking about Viagra. I have no idea. He took performance enhancing. A banned substance.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Okay.
He's
So
a
no
doofus.
Paul George.
Paul George is a doofus. The Sixers have won 3 games in a row, but they're not playing the stiffest competition. Bucks, Kings, Pelicans. I actually lean Clippers here, to be completely honest. Embiid is probable, by the way. Yeah, he's been hooping, JJ Miles. Embiid has been absolutely hooping. I think he didn't make the All-Star team.
Pickett Sharp's like the Sixers early. You're calling him fake sharp.
Kinda, yeah. I definitely lean Clippers in this game.
Okay. Yeah. Jovan says Clippers -2 on a back-to-back without Harden is ridiculous. Ridiculous, I'm assuming, as in a lot of respect.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't think it's official that Harden's out yet. Another reason why I'm not pressing a button on this game until I find out if James Harden's playing.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Sixers will be sneaky come playoffs. I'm kind of thinking that too,
Sure, yeah.
Ramble. I think they're going to be a tough out, especially if Embiid is still load managing, he's obviously doing it for, the playoffs in mind. So I'll buy into that. Tim Delaney says
the East
Ubre
looks so attainable, man. The East looks so attainable.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, East is wide open. So
not our trash ass Magic, dude. God.
Yeah. I haven't even really paid attention too much because I saw that they've just been so pathetic. Okay, so a quick recap for the NBA. Pelicans +7, Rockets -6, Grizzlies +7.5, and the Clippers -2. So you like 2 dogs, 2 favorites. I like that.
Those would be 4 leans. Yep.
4 leans right now. And can we take away what your strongest lean is?
Pelicans.
Okay. Why does he say DJen is such a fair weather fan? No, that's not true. I could care less about the NBA, and don't even get me started about the New York fucking Rangers. Okay. I've tried to stick with them for some time. They're miserable. I don't want to hear it. I have driven to Raymond James to watch Josh Freeman not play, Josh Johnson play against the Panthers and lose 40-10, and Cam Newton to set the record for most rushing TDs by a quarterback right in my face. Don't fair weather fan me, fucker. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll admit that I have become somewhat of a fair weather fan. Like, for example, I'm not going to Florida Gators games if Billy Napier's coaching them.
No, you get older. You get older.
Man, not doing it.
You get older, and what happens is, like, when you're younger, it's just sports are everything. Sports are everything. Good, bad, doesn't matter. Sports are everything. But when you get older, you get less tolerant. You get less patient. And you get fed up. Like, I don't know how these fucking Jets fans are still going to games. Honestly, I think it's stupid. Stop going to games. That's how you fucking
Ohio State basketball won't fire that coach. Like, I would straight up stop going to games.
Exactly. Stop going to games. Stop giving a fuck. The fact that they can do shit like this is because they know they got people like Knicks fan and who are just, I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm with you thick and thin. Fuck that shit. These are businesses. They get paid a lot of fucking money. Make some good decisions or I'm out.
It's a little bit like being in an abusive relationship. I just want to say.
But for what it's worth, I'm not losing faith or anything in the Magic. It's just, it's an NBA season, 50 games in, regardless.
I just the game Friday. I'm not at the point of not going to Magic games.
Yeah.
But I literally refuse. Billy Napier's coaching a game. I am not attending it. I don't care if it's free and I'm at the 50-yard line. I'm not doing it if Billy Napier is the coach.
Not going to games doesn't make you a fair weather fan. Yeah, I guess. But like also, I mean, you kind of prioritize your sports teams a little bit more so than others. And I don't know, man. I'm not that invested in the Magic right now in game 50 with the ups and downs that are taking place with this team. So
Paulo looks awful.
I'm sure he does.
He really looks awful.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's very frustrating. Okay, let's go to the ice. Let's go to the ice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. We got 10 games on the ice tonight. All right, Steak.
That's so anyone who doesn't know, I am not a hockey guy. I actually put out my first official hockey card like 3 or 4 days ago. I went 3-3. Today will be my second time doing that. So I am going to dig in, but I lean on DGen in the chat for hockey. Yep. I am no hockey sharp by any means. However, kind of been in our bag a little bit. Oh no, last week I bet college basketball at a 5-2 night, which was very fun. But the Sunday Steak Special, which some are saying is the hottest parlay on Twitter. I'm not saying that, but some are saying that. Got in the bag with the Bruins +1.5. Was it -150? Sure. Who gives a fuck? Lay a little juice. It was never in doubt. Got a little sweaty, but it was never in doubt.
Let's go through Steak, and we're going to talk about this NHL slate. Looking forward to it. Let's add this to the stage, and let's get rid of this cam here. Okay, Sabres and Panthers. Wow, what a game we have here. And no, I'm not being sarcastic, chat, because the Sabres are hot as a motherfucker. 31-18-5. Can you believe that? The Buffalo Sabres, and they're going to shut down the NHL season for 3 weeks. Erroneous. So fucking Canada and USA could play. Give me a break. Anyways, 7-2-1 in their last 10. Not as great on the road, but good enough for an NHL team. 14-11-2. The Panthers kind of in a little bit of I don't know the proper word for this. Turmoil, disarray. I can't really figure it out. This is a tough team to wager on, the Florida Panthers. They're still a very good team. They've got some injury issues, but Steak, minus 113, you might say is
correct, or is it just because they're the Florida Panthers?
It's so hard because they just played the Winnipeg Jets and they were minus 150. They played the Utah Mammoth, who are one of the hottest teams in the NHL, and they were minus 150. So it's like this line to me actually, if anything, looks short. Now, I'm going to need you guys to help because I'm still trying to figure out all the tabs and everything, and I don't know that I have daily face-off right now. But if you can tell me who's playing goalie, I would have to imagine it's going to be Bobrovsky because they're not on a back-to-back or anything. But the Panthers have lost 3 in a row. But this is just what the team does. They lose 2 in a row, they win 2 in a row. They lose, they win. They lose, they win. They just won 3 games in a row. They followed up with losing 3 in a row. I kind of like the Panthers here.
Okay. I see you already said it, but the Sabres won 5 in a row and then lost to Montreal. Who I don't think this one can make my card.
Okay. All right.
I feel like it's like you think this line is short?
Yes.
You think the Panthers should be favored by more?
Oh, I just told you they were minus 150 to the Mammoth, and the Mammoth had won like 9 out of 10 games. However, the Mammoth were, I think, on a back-to-back, so there's also that.
And the Sabres are 31-18.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. The Sabres are a good team. But the Panthers are still the 2-time defending Cup champions. You know what I mean? It's a lot of respect for the Sabres, I think, to come in at such a short plus price. But
I have 2 thoughts in this next one.
Okay.
Just looking.
But I would buy low on the Panthers. All right. Penguins and Sens. This is the one you have 2 thoughts in?
Yep.
Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Is it a nasty under? And do nasty unders pay in the NHL?
Oh, yeah. I love nasty unders. I love fading the most obvious over on the board or fading the most obvious under on the board. We've done it in the Sunday Steak Special, actually.
Does this play in your opinion?
Yeah. I think when you look at this, you think of high scoring. These teams are 6-4 to the over in their last 10. I don't know that they're necessarily thought of as like having the most high flying offenses, but Pittsburgh can score, and Pittsburgh's a really good
goals in 2 games.
Yeah. I like where your head's at. Also, I like that the Senators are playing a lot better. They are 6-2-2 in their last 10. And let's see, past results. They were at home 4 games in a row. They've won 3 in a row. I like it. I like where your head's at. This could be a nasty under.
And then is Ottawa nasty?
Yes.
That's a little short, right?
Yes. Yep. So I like the road team in the short spot here more than I like it in Buffalo.
Just looking, I do too.
Okay. All right. So lean Panthers, like Ottawa, also with you on that nasty under. Let's go to the next game. The New York Islanders. I can't really talk too much about this game because these are 2 teams I cannot get on the right side of. They are thorns in my fucking side. Minus 125, minus 126 on FanDuel of the Washington Capitals here. Anything stand out to you like the last game? Otherwise, I'm going to move on.
Islanders were one of my wins from last time I did a hockey card. If anything, I feel like this seems respectable to the Capitals. Is that a bad take?
No, it's not a bad take. The Caps do tend to get respect, especially at home for some reason. They're off 2 pretty good wins at Detroit. Detroit is awesome. They beat Detroit at Detroit 4-3 in a shootout. They beat Carolina 4-3 in overtime. And before that stake, the Capitals were kind of in free-for-all. They had lost 6 of 7 games, with their only win being to Calgary. So
might be getting it right.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm with you. Kind of like the Caps here. And the Islanders also just played the dog shit Rangers twice in 2 games in a row. Now they're going to play a real hockey team. So I'm with you. Let's go Capitals here. Montreal and the Wild. I don't know, man. Wild minus 125. A lot of short home favorites here. Oh man, total 6.5. Montreal 6-3-1 in their last 10. So are the Wild 6-3-1 in the last 10. I don't know that. I don't really know that I have any thoughts in this game. They're both really good teams. This is one you just sit back and watch for the love of the game. Maybe you take a shot on the plus price on Montreal. They're a really good home team. Road team. 15-6-6 on the road. That's really good for NHL standards. Really good.
Yeah, I got absolutely nothing in this game. Is Minnesota 9-1 to the over in their last 10?
Yep, they are.
That's absolutely
could be a square over. You don't get in the way of stuff like that in hockey.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't like the under at all. I'll tell you that right now. Nothing about under speaks to me. I don't think I like this one.
Okay. Don't want to fade the Wild. I'm with you, Jefferson. Yep. What are the odds there's a rematch with Beeve at the Super Bowl watch party? Trent, the odds are very low because my knees can't handle it, unfortunately. Well, let Steak. Steak wants to talk a big game
I'll
about
play him if it's indoors. I just want to prove I can do better than DJ.
Sure. Yeah, we'll see about that. Beeve will probably let you. Beeve will play.
That is such loser talk.
He probably will.
Loser talk.
He probably will.
That's loser talk.
But he probably will.
He probably will not, dude. He's a competitive dude.
No, come on, give me a break. Did you see him against Krabs?
It was outdoors. He's he's soft.
Oh,
he's soft. He's an indoor player.
Sounds like loser talk. Sounds like
I can do it too. That's not what loser talk is.
I can do it too. Also, tip of the cap to Krabs. He played his ass off in that game.
Yeah, he did.
Nashville minus 150 against the Blues. I'll tell you what, I'm not going anywhere near the Nashville Predators. They're I can't figure out that team. Try to play them in New Jersey. They lost in overtime. I'm good on them. The Blues, I faded them on the season. I hope they just keep losing. 6, this seems like an obvious under to me. This seems like an obvious under, but it looks like Nashville's been scoring. They're 7-3 to the over in their last 10. I'm good on this game. You got anything?
Absolutely nothing.
All right. I'll tell you right now, nobody's going to be betting the Jets to beat the Stars today. Nobody.
So.
Nobody's going to be betting the Jets to beat the Stars. That would be probably one of my nastiest dogs on the slate, would be the Jets to beat the Stars today.
Do you see the Stars ATS record at home?
Not good. 7-17. 7-17. Yep. And Winnipeg is coming off of 3-game road trip so far. They are coming off of a win against Florida. They've won 2 of 3 so far. They lost to the Lightning, which is the only game I liked them in, which is pretty funny. They beat the Devils. They beat the Panthers. I'm telling you, this is probably a game where nobody's going to be on Winnipeg.
I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving here. We missed the San Jose Sharks and Blackhawks. I have nothing in this game, but kind of a fun matchup. But there's just not. These are just two teams I don't know well enough, but they're like younger and exciting. Like even the Blackhawks are 21, 25, and 9, but that's pretty good for them. They've also been on a pretty rough stretch, 2-6-2 in their last 10. I would think though that the team to attract more betting attention would be the Sharks. So I still think that like maybe you can make a case that Chicago, the line a little short, or maybe they're a little bit of a contrarian play, but I got nothing in this game at all.
I don't either, but I agree. If just as a rookie hockey bettor, just looking, it looks short a little bit.
Red Wings in Colorado kind of reminds me of the Bruins and the Lightning yesterday. Colorado, a very good team. The Lightning, a very good team. But so are the Red Wings. So are their opponents, and they're getting disrespected. The Avalanche are minus 190 on FanDuel, and you're going to say, wow, this line's huge. Probably makes you think they're going to skull fuck. Well, we just saw this with Edmonton not that long ago. I don't know if you remember, but Edmonton was a huge favorite against a pretty decent team. Maybe it was actually Detroit. I don't remember. And you saw it with the Lightning last night. I would take the value with the good team that's a big dog on that plus 1.5. I think this could be.
Do you know these teams just played?
No.
They just played January 31st in Detroit, and Colorado won 5-0. Does that change anything you feel?
No, I still like Detroit plus 1.5. I like plus 1.5 on Detroit, but I'm probably going to stay off of that game.
See, this is one where I'd push back on you. Like, I think in my head, the new contrarian is to back this team again, because I feel like people see this and think like they just lost 5-0. They're good. They're going to put up a fight in this one. And I almost kind of wonder if Colorado beats their ass again.
Well, this will be a good thing to monitor. How about that?
Yeah.
I don't particularly think so, but I also totally get what you're saying. And I made a case for that in the NBA, so it's very fair that you make a case for it here too. What was it? Oh, it was with the Wolves and the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Wolves. Yeah, like the Avalanche are today's Wolves.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah. Canucks are awful. Mammoth are minus 260. Not touching this game with a 10-foot pole. Last game to talk about, then we'll shut it down. It's 12:02 p.m. The Toronto Maple Leafs are minus 115 in Calgary. Remember, I told you it would be hilarious if Toronto got out of Toronto and they started winning after they had 5 home games in a row. The last home games before the season goes on pause, and they lost every single one of them. Every single one of them. They went on the road. I liked them against Seattle. They did not win. But then they played Vancouver. Vancouver is awful. They're minus 150. Beating them in overtime is not impressive. But, Steak, back to what I was telling you. It would be funny if Toronto just continued to win games on the road before the break and not in Toronto. So I kind of like Toronto.
Okay. If gun to my head, it would be Calgary for me, but I'm not going against you on anything, and it's not going to make my card.
Okay. And that's also, I get it to a certain extent. That's kind of a square play. Like the Leafs would be a square play.
It looks like it, yeah, for sure. But like everybody's been telling me, square hits in hockey.
It does. It does. Yeah. You'll get a taste of it. All right. So recap on that, and then we'll shut it down. Ottawa Panthers. Ottawa Penguins under 2. Caps. A lot of respect for the Caps.
I'm taking Caps. That's definitely on my card.
Nashville, St. Louis. I got nothing on that one. Winnipeg, I think, is probably the nastiest button to press. Honestly, I don't think anybody's taking Winnipeg.
I'll press that with you. Yep, I'm going to do it.
Now, keep in mind, that could be like when you took that team to beat the Bruins. The Flyers. Yes, yeah. Very well could end up like that. Yeah. San Jose and Chicago. You got nothing on that one. Should be a fun game. Someone said Celebrini and Bedard. That's right. Maybe the over would be a little square there because you want some offense. There's not really that great a goaltending. I don't think, at least. Maybe I'm disrespecting the Sharks guy. I'm forgetting who it is for some reason. You think go back to the Avalanche to beat the fuck out of the Red Wings? I'm not so sure. I kind of like the Rings plus 1.5. Utah, nothing, and then it might be square the Leafs, but I like the Leafs.
Okay,
I like the Leafs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first board review on the Bookit Twitch, the Bookit Sports Twitch and YouTube channels. It was a lot of fun. The chat was buzzing. The subs are great. Appreciate all the new follows. We will be here every weekday, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m., Noom home. Thank you all for joining. It was a packed house. It was very fun. We shot the shit for maybe a little too long. Hopefully we didn't scare people away that do want to actually talk ball. But like I said, most of the structure of the show is 30 minutes, 10 to 10:30, bullshitting, getting loose, keeping it light. If you don't care for that stuff, come in around 10:30. We'll start talking ball. NBA, we'll do a little bit more player props moving forward. The Sunday Steak Special, we'll tweet out a little bit later. Did you have anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, CBB tomorrow. We're going to go real hard into CBB tomorrow.
Real hard. On that note, now that I think about it, I don't know what to do from here. Goots, if you're in here, do I just end the stream? I know BTL doesn't start till 12:30, so there's no reason to stay live, right?
Gentlemen, you got me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there he is.
Great show, boys. Great show. It's fun watching you guys. Yeah, just end it and chat. Stick around for BTL in about 30 minutes, 25 minutes.
Okay. I don't think we have an outro. Thank you, Goots. I don't think we have an outro now that I thought about it. So we're just going to end like this. All right. You guys have a great day. Hope you win more wagers than you lose. And BTL coming on at 10:30. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.